actually like underrated. I mean, everyone loves this song, but it's still underrated. Castlevania music just hits different. What up, guys? Konbanwa. Good evening. Buenas noches. Why is Super Mario 64 FPS still installed on my computer? And how has it taken this long for me to realize that? Sucking a big fat dick. Sucking a big fat dick. That doesn't fucking work at all. What up? It is not a sign. It's not. If it is a sign, Wiggly, it's one that I'm going to ignore. I've played much of that, and I am good. So what's up? How goes it? Boys, girls, sons, daughters, husbands, wives. How are you all doing? It's fine, whatever the fuck day it is. I think it's Tuesday. Or at least a cover today, so it was Tuesday. That's honestly the only thing the only thing that binds my life together anymore. Pretty shitty to get today. I'm sorry to hear that. Tired but fine. Yeah, I feel that. Where's VTuber Jules? We don't use VTuber for Mario runs and stuff. We do the less optimal 3D boy, 3D E-boy. Your hair looks really cool in your lights. Thank you. It is partially by design, also by accident. The thing that people I don't think realize about my hair is how I realized very early on, once I adopted this like anime hairstyle, that the more I care about it, the less good it's gonna look. So like I think a lot of people are always just like, man, how long does it take for Jules to do his hair before a stream? Do I look like somebody who's gonna fucking care that much about my appearance? And I know you're gonna say yes, but really what I wanted to convey was, it like the hair process literally is just like spray it, a little bit of straighten. I'm not gonna lie, there's a little bit of straightening involved, but a little bit of straightening, a little bit, and then just spray it, and then you just and maybe adjust a little bit, but dude, too much adjusting will ruin it. It'll make it look fucking stupid. Perfectly messy. That's kind of the goal. Team won our match in the Proton Unite League. Congrats. Hey Sab, how you doing? Yeah. So the thing I do like about the lights in my studio is I have like these lights that kind of go above, and they're all colored lights. So when they hit my hair just right, it does look kind of cool, and I like it. Except headphones ruin the back. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, is this a VTuber stream? Yeah, can't you fucking tell? Oh man, I'm existing. Yeah, I feel that, man. I was watching your TRG Coliseum stream, awesome stuff. Imagine you are running amp sims for videos. It's funny, I've actually been running amp sims for 12 years for all of my covers, all the way since like 2010. I was using a Pod X3. Like, they don't even make it. I don't think even by the time I was using it, they don't make it anymore. It was just like it was like a super bean. Like, you know that like red, like even non-guitar players have probably seen the weird looking red bean thing that guitarists used to plug into. It became a meme because, like, especially with like channels like Glenn Fricker, who said things like, it's got 300 different amps and combinations, and none of them sound good. Remember this? But yeah, so I had the X3 pod. Oh yeah, we're fucking around over here. Yeah. Happens when I hit 18 minutes on this run. You have a next game? Yeah. The next game after we do this is gonna be Bomberman 64. I'm just gonna go hard on that. Obviously not as popular as Mario 64, but it's all good. So then I was using the Pod HD Pro, because I was familiar with the software. But then when I first had my first big game gig, which was Necrodancer, I ended up getting the Axe FX 2. Went straight to the Axe FX 3 when it came out, and then it wasn't until like literally like last month, 2 months ago, that I was finally like, okay, what does a real guitar amp even fucking sound like at this point? Because I've just been saying, like, I feel like I've just been fucking playing Mario 64 for 12 years, but never on original hardware. So that's something that I've been really playing around with lately, is just got a real amp over there. I've got a fucking, got a JP2C head that, you know, that's very, very lucky to have that. I did see somebody stole my Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2 world record. We'll have to beat them up. I'm not going to beat them. I'm just going to beat them up, you know. It's not even going to help. Like, they're still going to be on the leaderboard, but they're just going to be beat up. It's more like that's the vibe I feel. I'm not very competitive. I'll just beat you up. Yeah, so then I've got the fucking, I got a oversized 4x12 Mesa cab running that shit. Want more gear now? I know, it's the endless cycle, and the reason it's the endless cycle is because no gear is gonna, like, the only thing that's gonna make you sound like I feel like you always, like, can make yourself sound better by just getting good. Just, like, not being bad. But that's the thing that I keep seeing, because, like, I'm part of, like, URM Academy now, and I'm taking a lot of those courses, just because, like, it's good to, like, brush up, and there's a lot of shit I don't know, tons of shit I don't know that I'm learning from it, but they recently did the mix for Spiritbox's, who I'm a huge fan of, Spiritbox's Circle With Me, and one of my favorite moments, I have to share this, it's cool because, like, nobody really knows me there, so I can kind of, like, shit around in the chat, and, you know, nobody knows who the fuck I am. One person did now. They're like, hey, Jules, I've listened to your stuff, and I was like, cool, thank you, and then moved on. But there was one guy in there who, he was just, like, he was about to get to the guitar tone, and he was just like, oh, fuck, I've been waiting all month. I've been waiting all month. I gotta know how he got that guitar tone. Like, I just like what's he using for guitar? And, you know, it's just like, he's freaking out about it. And he just kind of, he gets to the guitars. He's like, all right, what's cool about Michael Stringer, the guitarist of Spiritbox, is he plays his guitar properly, which makes my job easier. And that's why he sounds good. And then he fucking opens up Nolly, Archetype Nolly, and he's just like, make a few tweaks and we're done. And then moved on. And I never heard from him again after that. Like, he just disappeared. Can you imagine just like you're just like, fuck, I gotta know how he got that tone. Did he use some, like, crazy gear? Did he use some EQ? And he's just like, nah, he just played good. It's insane, man. It sucks because, like, even knowing that, it's so, like, fuck. Like, gotta get that more gear, man. You gotta get that more gear. You know, because it's cool. It's toys, you know. I'm clipping, by the way. 1 second. I'm over here talking about my adventures in audio production education, and I'm clipping my microphone. Yeah, it's the secret. Just play good. Don't fucking turn down the suck. Turn up the good. Those are the two knobs that are the most important on any musician's. I don't know. Whatever. All right, let's play some fucking Mario, I guess. I do love to. Well, that's what it feels like. It just play good, forehead. Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's so easy to kind of get caught up in, like, this race for needing more and more gear. And it's also so hard to, like, help people realize that, like, it really doesn't fucking matter. You can make good shit, like, with really bad stuff, you know? Yeah, I remember some of the best mixes I'd ever heard back in the day. With the music. Yeah, but what if the suck goes to 11? Oh yeah, dude. What a great fucking, that was the perfect timing. Sometimes less is more. Too intense. Too intense suck. What happened? Why did we save? Why are we saving the game? We're trying to keep my progress. I saved last time. I was like, fuck, we got so far in Mario 64. I don't want to lose my progress. There are some gimmicky gadgets though that make some completely new sounds. Like this guy, dude, the Evo is rad. I have one, but what's insane is just like I used the Evo like a fuck ton when I like got it, and then I never really used it again. Like I was always just like, this is gonna transform my music. It's just like I'm gonna use this Evo so much. I don't think I've ever used it on a cover. Actually, when I lived with Rashad EB, he used it more than I did. He was like literally like, could I borrow that? Like he asked me to borrow it like multiple times. I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna use it. And then it just got it. Well, like it depends on what you're doing. For me, I always told myself like, oh, it's gonna be great, but it just wasn't. Like it just wasn't my thing. Noodling ambient stuff, yeah, for sure. I don't really noodle around with ambient stuff. Actually, the only ambient stuff that I still do to this day is stuff that I learned from Rich, because Rich loved adding like a million ethereal atmospheric layers like with guitars and stuff that he would like turn down, blast with reverb and just make it sound like huge. And I still use that every once in a while, and that's great for it too because you just use the Evo and you're done. But yeah, CS Guitar 89, that's what I was gonna say. Like there's some people who just fucking like CS Guitar 89 was using the UX2 for probably ever. I don't remember when he wasn't. He eventually I think did move to real amps. But with the stuff he was getting with the UX2 was the best shit I was hearing. Like it was the best mixes of video game metal that I think I ever heard, you know? And that included a lot of people with a lot more expensive equipment. It's just he has just such a fucking good ear, you know? Like he knew what he was looking for. He wasn't looking for like a button to push and then it's just like, okay, it doesn't sound bad anymore, which is like what I think a lot of people think they're getting when they buy tech, or at least gear just subconsciously. Thank you, Tech Pigeon. I appreciate that. But yeah, I think the biggest thing is like all these gear companies, like they have to advertise you like don't even pick up a guitar until you've bought this $1,000 pedal board for tremolo or something, just like, because like that's how like everybody does it, and it's like, what are you gonna do? Like, not like, are you gonna nerf yourself by being honest? You're gonna advertise honestly in 2022? Yeah, right. It goes for like fucking anything, you know? It feels like any fucking ad you get on Instagram or Facebook, it's just like, I was lost before golden hand dial soap. I was losing my job. My wife was gonna leave me. I was bad at video games, and then I discovered the Swiffer. Like it's like, because it's just like everything's like that. It was like that's the fucking bar. You know? And it's the same thing with that shit, man. 15 trumpet. Yeah, I can't hear a difference for sure. I was a virgin, and I discovered SEX, the Swiffer Extreme. I realized I used the X word I would have used for that for the E. Now, yeah, sex in this economy. How can you even have a sex in this political climate? It's just impossible. I like that, Wiggly. I want a Mario game that opens up with that instead. That was weird. Does that imply Swiffer makes you stop being a virgin? I think the original intention is like, if you're using a Swiffer, it implies that you're clean, and that's attractive. It's attractive to be a clean person. But I don't know, it could just go straight up your ass. It's like when you have all those like variable virgin things where people are like, oh, I'm only half a virgin. It's like, I'm kind of a virgin. I did fuck a Swiffer once, so I mean, but like, who's counting? You know, who's keeping track of that shit? What if I'm fine being a virgin? Never buy a Swiffer. I mean, buying no, you still have to buy a Swiffer because it's cool. That's the ad. It's a cool thing that you should buy. Okay. But like, I mean, that's actually a good point. It's just like they do have to kind of be somewhat honest about who they're marketing to and like niche down for that, because like, I don't know, you do have like products and stuff that are just like, is your dog shitting and pissing everywhere out of all orifices of their body? Well, then I've got the news for you. You can buy this shut up, I don't know, like, you know, like you could get like a trainer or whatever, and it's like specifically to that, and then but it's always like vague. It's like, wow, my dog pisses and shits, maybe I should you know, it's like, you know, they try to like get into that like mentality of just like, wow, you know, like, yeah, I do have that thing that everything has. I've been in a really, I don't know if you guys remember 2020. A lot of us don't, for personal reasons. But I had slipped into possibly the most like insane people sleep schedule of my life. Mostly because like, not only because it was like the bad times, but because I was consistently awful times. Like I remember like going to breakfast streams and stuff, and Steven asking like, are you getting enough sleep? And I was like, when do you go to sleep and stuff? I'm like, well, okay, so I have this biphasic sleep schedule. And he was just like, uh-huh. You know, he's just like, he already knows I'm about to spout a bunch of bullshit at him. He's like, go on. Have you heard of polyphasic sleep schedules? Boy, have I. You know, yes. So what was happening was I would be going to bed at like 7 or 8 a.m., 9 a.m., 10 a.m., 11 a.m. Usually not noon. I probably wouldn't have fallen asleep in like consistently at like noon. But what was weird is like I always felt this like general push into like wanting, like not being tired enough to fall asleep just a little bit later. Just a little bit. And it wasn't like I couldn't fall asleep. It was just like by the time my natural body shit was like, all right, it's time for bed, it would be like minutes later than it was the previous night, and then minutes later than the one after that, and then eventually it would just end up getting worse and worse and worse and worse. And then yeah, so then what would happen is I would fall asleep, and then I'd wake up because it's fucking daytime, the sun's out, buns out, you know. And so I'd wake up and be like, wake up, get up, do some shit. And that would be like the most miserable time of my day. It's like after I get my full night's sleep. And then, so then what would happen is I would go and take a nap. And that nap could be, you know, like an hour or two. Sometimes 3, sometimes 4, sometimes 5. And I felt great. So like for a while I was starting to think like, oh shit, like, is that my real sleep now? Are you my real dad sleep? So one time I tried to flip them, where I pushed them back, where like the other one was like gonna be the nap, and then the nap was gonna be the sleep, the main sleep. And I have never been more fucked up in my life. Because I was just like pushing it. I was like, fuck. Every Tony Hawk stream or clip was you talking about sleep and Taco Bell. Well, that's because those are the only things that I could like. I was during the Tony Hawk arc, I was running on so few fucking neurons. Like I had some selective neuron firing, and the only thing that I could think about was how much sleep I was not getting, and also how much Taco Bell I was not eating, and how much I wanted both of those things desperately. My personal trainer today said Taco Bell is evil, and yeah. Yeah. Part of me felt that, like, you know, that shit that yeah. Yeah, I couldn't even remember the Joker. I tried so hard. Kept forgetting the Joker. Destructive force. Well, like, you know, because my personal trainer is just like, dude, like, you know, so much of, like, you know, health and stuff is what you eat. It's almost like, especially like when you're trying to get like a, you know, like a healthy get fit or whatever, like it's like almost like what, like 80% fucking food. Then the exercise is just like sets you up to like be able to process that food well, you know. If Evil White tastes good, wise man once told me, sugar is the toothpaste of the devil. I'll never forget it. It was a dude who like I went to a school that was like it was 6 through 12 grade. That's like, I don't know, you guys in Europe what that equates to. That's like like 12 to 18 years old or whatever. I remember I was sitting in like this room. I was like this new kid. I was just checking out the place, and I rolled into this area, and I was just kind of hanging out. And I missed the first one of the day. No, this is the first one of the day. We haven't done any runs before this. Yeah, like I don't know, fucking. I remember there's like these dudes hanging out in this little like room thing, and they were just like, sugar is the toothpaste of the devil. One of them said. They were like 9th graders. It's like, wow, it's so wise. Really opened my eyes, you know. Quit soda? Dude, congrats. That's like a big one. Like, and what's nice about like quitting soda is I think that's one of the only ones that's just like, after like about a month, you don't really miss it. It's not really that big of a deal. But like, if you've had soda for so much of your life, you're just like, why would I fucking drink anything else? Like, everything else is bland and stupid. And that's the soda. That's what it's done to you. You miss it badly. I think pretty soon you won't miss it that much. Like, what it took for me was it took me not having soda for like a year or two and still being like, man, you know, I'd like a soda, but I know that that's not healthy. And then after that, having a soda, it was disgusting because it was so like fizzy and sugary, and it was just so offensive to every sense I had that then I was just like, okay, I'm going to hold on to that experience because it's so overwhelming if you don't constantly intake soda. So that's one of those that's just like, yeah, it sucks because you've been programmed by yourself to essentially want to drink only that. But yeah, Dr. Pepper exists. That's the one that I drank too, is like, because like Dr. Pepper is always the one that I'm just like, fuck yeah, like, I don't know, like I'd prefer something like that over like a Coke or whatever. What's up, damn diddly? I'm doing alright. Drink water 99% of the time. Fuck yeah. Gods. I haven't had fast food in 3 months. I cannot relate with that. That's like my two biggest like hurdles next if I'm like going hard is I gotta stop eating fast food. I gotta stop drinking so much coffee. I'm like, man, then what do I fucking eat? Like, what? Like, I'm literally like, when I came from the factory, it said only use Taco Bell and coffee to fuel this machine. So like, use Baja Blast. Yeah, good. It's like cherry, and I hate cherries. Yeah, there you go. It feels so much better. I know, and that's what's crazy too. Is like everybody you ever ask is just like, you know, like I quit soda and I feel so much fucking better. Like I don't know anybody who's just like, yeah, I quit soda and I'm miserable. Like, I just think about it every night when I go to sleep, when I wake up, when I see my wife. I think, man, I wish you were a Dr. Pepper. I wish you were a doctor. Any music streams planned in the future? Probably not. I don't really like doing music streams because you gotta understand that so much of my fucking day is music that it's so nice to be able to do something that feels like productive like this. Yeah. And it's not musical. When I was doing music stuff, I wish my boyfriend was coke. Like cocaine. That's not. Probably not a good guy for you. So like I think I'm miserable from it. I drank so much. Yeah, like I think as you keep going, J-Mac, I think it'll get easier. You'll feel like Rob Swire having a nervous breakdown, but in a good way. JBS, thank you so much for the 19 months. Yubi! They literally make music all day. I want to do it. Yeah, it's tough because like part of the whole like content creation like paradox is just like if you don't do shit that your audience isn't used to, then less people are gonna come, and then it's gonna ruin your channel. So why would you do a bunch of stuff? You know, like you're supposed to stay consistent or whatever. And you know, there's obviously like enough exceptions to that rule that it's not a rule anymore. But when you worry about it, everyone's just like, what the fuck, dude? Just do what you want, man. Just do what you want, bro. Just do what you want. Why don't you just do what you want? And that's like the most insane psychological torture for any content creator to hear as like advice. It's like, bro, just do what you want. And then you do what you want, and then it starts doing shitty. And they're like, bro, why don't you just do something that's popular? Come on. Like the same thing as like when I was like talking about, guys, I'm like really tired, and my chat's like, dude, just go to sleep. And I was like, I literally just woke up. And they're like, then get less sleep. You guys fucking suck. Can't deal with it. Why are you crawling? Mario's fucking having a breakdown right now. Yeah, seriously. If I wanted to make a few extra $1,000 bucks, I could just make a bunch of doorbell videos, but I mean, I don't know. Does it fulfill me? No. Be so burnt out. I mean, I was feeling that, man. Like, cause like, I would be smoking Nick and sucking dick like every day, playing music, or weekly videos on a YouTube channel, and then streaming 3 times a week on my Twitch channel where I was playing guitar still, all day. Sucked. Sarah, Sarah, is it Sarah Saw Land? Thanks so much for the 2 months. Hey, yeah, no, awesome. I love speedrunning the red himbo, red and blue. Yes. Peachy Angels is like totally correct. It's like, it literally feels like, it's like, come on, like soda can't really be that beneficial to like cut out or whatever. Especially because it's like one thing, and you're just like, there's got to be something more I can do. You know, I'll just keep having soda. Oh my God, Wiggly, thank you so much. Appreciate it. Yeah, Cole, that's how it feels, man. I feel like as I've streamed for, you know, better part of a fucking decade, I've just read chat less and less. Wiggly, I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. It told me hype train. Hell yeah. We get a level 6. We get level 6, 69 hype train. Let's fucking go. Sex. Kidney stones. Dude, I have no idea how I've never had a fucking kidney stone. I drink so much fucking coffee. I should literally be like pissing kidney stones on the daily. I'm waiting for like the super boss kidney stone to just suddenly erupt. Like just start hearing Elden Ring music and then my dick hurts. Like that's at this point what I think is gonna happen. Oh yeah, dude, Captain and Coke. That's that good shit. Drums. Drums in the deep. We cannot get out. They are coming. I mean, that is a video that probably would need to happen of me passing a kidney stone and me screaming, fucking, dark file not avail you, flame of Undun. Just like screaming Lord of the Rings quotes. Sparkle Kid Jim, thank you so much. Or Sparkle Jim for the 5 gifted subs. You guys are so fucking, like, I love that, like, so many of you guys just, like, go so far beyond. I really, really appreciate it. Like, not just subscribing, but dropping the 5s, like, so constantly. It's so rad. I gotta have, like, a separate alert for 5s. I think I might do that. Because right now, the sub bombs are only set for 10. But, like, I think 5 is, like, 5 is fucking huge. Do you think the whole constant back and forth of what people want from you is a parasocial issue? It's only a parasocial issue if I let it get to me. You know what I mean? Like it takes like nothing off of the shoulders of somebody to not give their opinion, you know. But how you take it, how you have control over that, I guess. So I guess calling it an issue in any way like implies that like there's a conflict. You can literally just fucking go outside and touch grass instead of going on the internet. Close your browser. One does not simply pass a kidney stone. $12 in your pocket, pretty much. Touch grace. Touch grass. Why is the Bowser theme so good? 4 on the floor drums, man. You put fucking 4 on the floor drums to anything and it sounds badass. No maidens, yeah. It's me when I'm really hungry for a power metal band from Europe. Very classical, and I ran out of CDs of any of them. Search around like, no maidens. Fuck. 0 wenches. That's when I'm looking for fucking Ailstorm CDs. A wench and proud of it. Me too. Fuck yeah, dude. I'm so happy that like people are going to concerts now. I mean, it was a weird transition. Yeah, I'll definitely do 120 star at some point. But like it's taken me a while to kind of just accept that it's just like, okay, if you got in here, it's because you've had not only like all of your vaccines, but you've also been tested. You know what I mean? Like, cause like a lot of these venues are just like, you need to have a recent negative test to be able to enter, you know? And like, it was still just so hard. Like when I saw Spirit Box, it was just wall to wall people. No one's wearing masks. And I'm just like, this is actual fucking insanity. Like, how the fuck are you supposed to like avoid getting the coronavirus or whatever? But then I realized like, well, nobody here has it. Like if you have it, you know, I don't know. Well, hopefully nobody there had it. You know what I mean? Like, I guess like you could get a test and then on the way contract it or whatever. But yeah, yeah. I've been to a lot of concerts in the past few weeks, you know, and it's been like I haven't weaned into it, man. It's been pretty much, you know, I saw Spirit Box, and that was right after I saw Dream Theater, and then we had the Dragon Force show, and it's just been one after another. It's crazy. That's awesome. It's nice seeing like I'm kind of an introvert. I know I don't probably like come across that way sometimes, but I'm not one to just like I'm not like searching for parties or fucking going to clubs and shit. And venue like I like the reason I like like playing on stage is because I'm not in the pit. Like I'm not in the general admission pit, but I'm still enjoying the vibe. So I think yeah. I just like I'm really happy for the people who like need that, you know. There's the thing on not Stephen Colbert, I always John Oliver, where like they were showing like a clip of a guy who's just like, this is my first concert since 2019, I'm vaccinated and I'm ready to go in there and destroy the place. It's like, fuck yeah, dude, go get you deserve that. You need that. It's all you, man. Besides, how did you like Art Checo? I've known about Art Checo for a while. You went to see them, dude. Art Checo is like, they're amazing. I was introduced to them through their Color Wheels video, like way back in the day. Not way back. I mean, it seems like way back in the day because the last 2 years feels like 2 decades. But no, Art Checo is amazing live. And it says for stage fright as a musician, yeah, just keep fucking doing it. What's up, Wriggles? A 2-hour fight. It sucks for me. Everyone else loved it. Yeah, you definitely have to be in a mindset for that, right? I don't know how the fuck I fucked that up so bad. You got the self-titled, dude. That's awesome. Yeah, Art Checo's great. And talk at the same time. Thank you. I actually like. I think like this phenomena of like all speedrunners doing like Twitch and like streaming while they do all these like crazy strats is because talking to chat while you do it takes a lot of the pressure off of it. So I definitely lean into that a lot. And I definitely am constantly kind of like trying to figure out like this balance of like how much do I want to be focusing on the run and how much do I want to be focusing on like the conversation, because like the best possible answer is never 100% either way. There is a banjo randomizer. Last time I heard, it's not completely without its issues. No chip. Happens. Can't always cry over soiled eggs or whatever the fucking saying is. Can't fucking cry about shit cum. Lumpy, dumpy, suck on my rumpy. It's like a European one. Ooh, almost front sub, but that little bit of lag as I was getting there offset my A button just enough to fail it. Listen, I create the adages. I don't. I am the fortune cookie writer, not the fortune cookie reciter. And you better fucking believe it. Yes, Koji Kondo did this OC. Still doing it, man. Fortune cookie igniter, hell yeah. Oh. A little bit fucking scuffed, but that's okay. We're bottlenecked by the cycle anyway. Sure. I was gonna try to do a side flip, but I should probably get this health anyway. Fortune cookie clicker. Mario, please, for the love of... What is happening with the movement in this level? Mario has no maidens. That's why he's going for Peach. Frame rate. Yeah, I know. It's hard to work with. Exactly. You gotta do more thing. Arigato Naosu. Korewa White Claw des. Korewa Night Claw. White Claw. White Night Claw? Holy shit. Why doesn't White Claw do a Night Claw? That'd be sick. That's Korean, you racist. I'm racist too. I just don't know enough. I know how to say thank you and coffee. That's it. There we go. What more you need? See, that's what I say, but then I'm forced to speak Korean. And I wake up in a fucking room and there's a number on my shirt. And I'm told, let's play a game for all of this money. Still don't understand BLJs. Go backwards, go fast. You know, there's a dive. It's supposed to be a dive there. I can say, yeah, that's it. Like, well, Tiananmen Square isn't a word that I feel like you could probably say that in most other places. It's just China. Fucking actual crazy shit, but I mean, every country has crazy shit. Shit's hard. Yeah. I find Korean characters are like, for whatever reason, kind of harder to memorize, because like Korean characters in general are typically rounder. You know, you have a lot more circles and stuff, whereas Japanese is a lot more like rigid, and there's like a lot. I don't know. I feel like my brain can like attach to those more. You can say it in China, just not reference it to... Yeah, exactly. Tiananmen Square Massacre was a thing that happened in Lord of the Rings, but not in real life. Hey, Queen. How you doing? Oh, okay. Pretty easy. Yeah, but like... Thanks, Moobot. Yeah. I don't know. I had a really hard time, and still do, with... like, I was pretty good with hiragana for Japanese, but katakana I could not grasp. I don't know why. I think by the time I'd like... Okay, yeah, I threw that, and I was just like, I don't know why I'm hitting this button right now. It's a real place that they can say it. I mean, can they, though? Can they? Do you think, like, everybody is just, like, they say, like, Tiananmen Square, and then they're just sweating until the next word? What about it? What about the square? Something that happened in Lord of the Rings in real life? Racism. Racism where a lot of people died. Tiananmen rectangle. Yeah, it has so much history. Tiananmen circle. Fuck. The Tiananmen parallelogram. I love that. Where was Gondor when the tanks rolled in? Yeah. Stop. Yeah, Tiananmen rhombus might be the best. That's how you get around it, man. The Tiananmen dodecahedron event. Why is it? Okay. I mean, honestly, it can't be a perfect square, right? Probably a rhombus. Definitely not a dodecahedron, though. Just trying to get my my shit here. That's what they want you to believe, Jules. Don't drink the Flavor Aid. Is it? Is it just a perfect square? Am I hitting that fucking propaganda aid? Propagade? Oh, it's a dodecahedron. All right, I mean that's fair. I'm sure if you fucking broke at a fucking tape measure, you can argue anything as a dodecahedron. Now the Chinese government is going to come after us. Tanks for nothing. Tanks for nothing. Damn it. God damn it. All right. That's it. I don't know if that was an intended pun or the most ironic typo of all time, but either way, very, very, very well done. Deco Crazy, you're getting so good at this. Thank you. A fully intended? All right, then beautiful. I am definitely one who doesn't always intend puns. So I'm usually a pun intender. Like a dynamite duet. Thank you. I like to think so as well. Well, I thought you made an alt channel for Japanese. Should I? Okay, I'll talk about it. So, today's cover, I actually can't say it because the ending is hard to say, but Matsuno Roku ka geneke. I forget how it ends. But it is roughly translates to running through the pine corridor, and it's from Ganbare Goemon 2 or Ni. Goemon Ni. And they call it, yeah, dude, it's fun stuff. It's not mystical. It's not Mystical Ninja. This game was for the SNES, but I just the whole ending is like a mess. Let's do Owlus. Oh, super underrated music. So the reason I did it was actually back in August. I got a DM from Corone who said very politely, like, "Sorry to bother you, Jules." To which I was just like, "How could you ever bother me?" But like, you know, she's very, very, very polite, very, very cute. And she said, I was thinking about how much I would love to hear if you, I think the way she put it was, hear this with Jules's guitar. And I was like, I've never heard of this song before, but how the fuck could I say no? I only finally got around to it, this past week though. Yeah. I know. That's how I felt when I did the music. Like, it was crazy because like she kept playing games and stuff that I was involved with and stuff, and like she really loved the Pollyanna cover we did with Adriana and Carlos and Sab, and like, you know, so we were kind of talking a little bit because I was like, here's the the backing track if you want it and stuff like that, and because like she does like karaoke streams and stuff. I don't know if she's seen it because I messaged her before it came out and told her that it was coming out this Tuesday, but she's been streaming like crazy. Warm feeling in the Ekambokum. Yeah, is so nice, so precious. But yeah, and so okay, and I'll explain why I did what I did. So in my research, she actually sent me the song's name in Japanese. So the way that it's written out, like the Matsu no Uroku Ka, whatever. I have to look at it again. I actually have to read it. But then she said it, which translates to running through the pine corridor from Gambare Goemon to. So when I did my research, I actually saw other people have covered it, but almost all of them were Japanese. And I did more research, and I found it's actually a song that's like pretty popular in Japan, like way more so than America. So I was like, I don't want to fucking run that. Fucking 20 seconds, get out of here. So I was just like, I kind of want to have the Japanese name in it. And then I was thinking about it. I was just like, okay, my audience is probably not going to click on it if it's, the English title. So my devious plan was, what if the entire video and description and title is all in Japanese and that's the clickbait? The clickbait is, why is this video all Japanese? So they click it to figure out what the fuck it is. I know it worked because that video is performing 3 out of 10. And it fucking worked. It could have not. A weeb trap. Yeah. See, and that's the thing, man, is like if a video, like, it takes, my Japanese demographic is going to explode. I hope so. Like, what sucks is like, YouTube looks at the initial push of a video and that dictates whether or not it gets pushed harder, faster. So you might have like a video that comes out and nobody notices it for years, but then after a few years it starts getting picked up because like at around the same time a lot of people are like, wow, this is pretty fucking crazy. I didn't do all the translating myself. I did some of it myself, but the like 95% was Insane in the Rain, who's been studying Japanese. The song and clickbait. Yeah, I mean, I don't like, that's just like, I feel like the most wholesome clickbait you can do, right? It's just like, there's no lying, it's Japanese. So you're just like, huh, that's curious. And then you click on it. You learned Japanese and gave up because, dude, kanji is so hard, dude. Like, I can't even read all katakana. Like, hiragana, I'm slowly losing because I'm not reading as much, but yeah. All the Japanese correct, you're going to have a lot more Japanese fans. Yeah. So like a lot of what the description says is things like, thank you so much for watching. I don't typically speak Japanese, and I made all of this Japanese because I thought it would be funny for all my English, my English-speaking fans to suddenly see all of this Japanese for no reason. I said something along the lines of like, I hope though we don't speak the same language, my spirit and passion can reach you with the language of music. Dip into more Japanese. Yeah, I'd like to, but it's tough because I have to make choices now based on what will be popular and stuff. Because like, I think like I don't think the video is gonna do well over time, but it definitely had that initial hit. So it's gonna be a cool case to see like how much does that initial hit actually matter. Because what happens is if you get a ton of viewers in the beginning, it gets pushed harder because YouTube is just like, okay, it's gonna show to a bigger pool of people next, and then a bigger pool of people next until it reaches the point at which it's like it's kind of being watched but kind of not, and then it'll kind of stay in that range. That's why you have so many videos just that plateau, or channels that plateau, is because like YouTube figures out pretty much like what is that channel's range of viewers and stuff. Love the pears and pork. Yeah, hell yeah. Came out great. That was the third. I think it was third time's the charm. Now I think we've got the format for TOG Makes Music. You're also named Carlos. Fuck yeah. Toho. Yeah, I should definitely do some Toho at some point. I have actually played Toho because I've heard the music and loved it, but for whatever reason I've just been overwhelmed with trying to take it on. Like taking on Toho music seems like it's gonna be like a whole thing, you know? Like I can't just cover one song, you know? I can't just go out and play Bad Apple because then I have to do You and Owen Was Her, and then I have to do all the, you know, like there's no way I can do just one. And then how deep do you go? Yeah, it is mind-blowing. It's yeah. I definitely have a few series that are in my back pocket of when my channel like actually dies that I will use to resurrect my channel from death, and that is one of them. I would love to do another Mega Medley Mario, but it's too much work for not enough of a payoff. You know, like I could very easily, for like a fifth or a tenth of that work that went into that, get the same exact amount of views on a video. Yeah, that is true. A lot of Toho fans haven't actually played the game, but like I think that actually makes it even more interesting. I mean, like I wonder how many Undertale fans haven't played Undertale. They just love the music. Like it sounds fucking insane that I would say that, but like that's how Toho is, you know. Yeah, fan art, fan music. Well, I guess it. Oh well, okay. I was gonna say Toho has all the fucking anime girls, and I know a lot of artists who are just like, I don't watch anime. I just like drawing anime characters. There's just something about it that's really satisfying. Yeah. Many people talk about this stuff. Yeah, dude, I'll talk about this shit all day. There's nobody cares about a YouTube channel more than its creator, and that's just the fact. It was Tama who said that, and that really fucking stuck with me. So like, I love talking about this shit. It's just not not a lot of people usually care. Yeah. Eventually, one day, I would like to make a studio tour and like a behind the scenes of a cover, because like it's so streamlined now after like, you know, 12 years that I now have a process that I can be like, here's my process. And what would be sick about teaching that, and why I teach anything in general, is because it makes me look at my own process and finds like it puts my processes in under a microscope for myself. Yeah. I was gonna say like Toho has anime, but I mean, Undertale is like literally like, you know, furry fan art's wet dream. It's insane, and I'm not like disparaging. I'm like it's exactly what they wanted. They were like, thank you, ma'am. Wham bam, thank you, ma'am. How you do your stuff, looking for inspiration? Fuck yeah. A lot of the issue that I was actually talking to my personal trainer about this today, because she was saying like, I have a client whose son essentially wants to like quit everything he's doing and essentially have your job, and I'm like, oh Jesus. And, like I get it, you know. It's just like it's the same thing with like people who want to just like be Instagram models or, you know, fucking OnlyFans. I don't fucking know. It's just like all you ever see is just like the highlight, and you don't really like, you know that there's work involved and there's parts that suck, but it's not as apparent as when you go to fucking Subway and you see somebody making your sandwich, you know, with equal parts hatred and tears with every fucking slab of meat that hits the goddamn bread. lost the passion for it. It needs to fill you up in some way, and that's the thing that I don't think many people talk about. Everyone always says just like, it's always the same shit. It's just like fucking like, oh, just start now. Don't worry about all of your equipment and stuff. Just try it, like, you know, and that's true, of course, you know, like, because like you're gonna be, depending on your mental state, you're gonna be plagued with all of this garbage that's like, oh, I don't want to start now because I suck, and when I get good and I get my certificate in the mail, you know, for getting good, then I know that I'm finally good. I'll start my YouTube channel maybe, like, as if like waiting for just some sign from the fucking universe to tell them it's like, it's time now, you are good enough. As if anybody fucking had that. Oh yeah, pretty much probably every YouTuber you watch either in the beginning thought they were shit and eventually figured out their shit, or didn't figure it out. And that's me. I still have no idea what the fuck I'm doing. But something's working, so I'm just doing it. Right before you go to sleep. Yeah, there is a reason for that. It's funny because like you're actually going to be more likely to be less critical about your creative stuff right when you wake up, because the actual mechanism in your brain that makes you like second guess shit wakes up slower than you do. So for a lot of people, their best creative moment, even though they don't feel it, like their most creative is their least inspirational time. What's up, Tier Cogs? How you doing? Fuck. It really, exclusively children making shit for the sake. I mean, I don't know, because like some people like catering to children. Like when I originally studied child psychology because I was super interested in the parent-child dynamic and how it was just like absolutely fucking surefire that if you are a parent, you are going to fuck up your child. Doesn't matter what you do, doesn't matter how good you are. Like if you fucking min-max parenting, you're gonna miss something and that child's gonna be fucked up. Every child's fucked up, you know? Everyone has problems. So there's a point where I'm just like, all right, so what do you do to kind of like mitigate that? And a lot of it comes down to the fact that just parents are fucking children having children, you know? And they have so much perfection, they have so much perfection that they're expected to, and they just all buckle under the pressure if they actually care about parenting, which some don't. But the thing with children is children have this insane wealth of passion that you just fucking lose, you know? So, and when you have like parents and stuff who like hold down their child because all they care about is trying to like make sure that they don't raise their kid like their parent raised them, and then continuing that cycle. Unfamiliar yet? It was so interesting to me because I found that there was so like when I was able to make something that inspired a child, it felt so much more meaningful to me than inspiring an adult. And I think that's really kind of like what was like when I did all the shit for the Wiggles at Six Flags, like, you know, all that stuff. That's why that job felt so fulfilling to me. It's like I felt like I was making a positive impact on a child's life. You know what I mean? That like I was literally like being any amount of positive in the formative years of a human being. So for some people, appealing to children is the goal, but it's not everybody. Like I think what a more specific thing is like, if you want to be respected, if you want to make content that's respected by adults, but then find out that it's respected only by children, and that's not what you want, and you keep fucking doing it for some reason. Sounds like it doesn't happen often, but it fucking does. That's what you had in mind. Yeah, it's so true, but like that's why I'm like, you know, when you see fucking social media is the fucking worst thing that's ever existed in the world, and I'll be the biggest boomer in the world for forever by saying that, but it's like nothing has like created such an unrealistic expectation of what your life can be like social media, especially because you're getting it spoon-fed by people you trust. It's not even like fucking billionaires and fucking Martha Stewart anymore. It's like literally like your fucking school bully. It's literally like that fucking girl that you had a crush on. You know, like you're seeing their Facebook posts and being like, damn, they just got their shit together, and I'm just over here fucking like not doing anything. I'm playing Mario 64, you know? It's not true. Like all they're showing is the highlights, but they're also playing Mario 64. Yeah. The difference between trying to inspire kids and trying to make money off kids, it's not true. You don't make money. Like, that's a whole other market. Like, do you think, like, One Direction is making, you know, their business model is to, like, make, you know, the music that's, like, to make money off kids? Like, it's a specific psychological thing to make kids feel like they need to convince their parents that they absolutely need to spend money on this, you know, because they need to support my favorite One Direction member. It's just, I think social media is a huge. Oh, absolutely, yeah. No, like we're fucked. Like social media is gonna be. We're definitely gonna look back if social media doesn't continue down this road, which it probably will. At this time, like, wow, we were really just fucking feeding ourselves like the worst possible thing we could. It's that rocker voice down. Thank you. Actually, there was a video from the 2000s, and it has it's insane going back and watching it now. But called oh fuck yeah, Textless. Let's fucking go. It was called The Zen of Screaming, and it was like an instructional video on how to scream properly and like safely, so you don't like ruin your voice for like metal and stuff. Because I was talking to Lolly about it, and I was showing Lolly videos of Spirit Box, and I was like, all right, when you decide that you want to do fucking death metal growls, you got to do this. You got to do this song with me. And she's like, I want to, but I'm scared. So like I sent it to her, but like it's insane. Where you could really hear it. You could really hear what? Like, cause like I don't do it right, and I actually went back to watch it again. Watch screaming tutorials, fuck yeah. Blast the Past, fuck yeah, dude. Can you do some fucking death metal growls? And keep it up? It's a skill, man. I feel like people are just like, yeah, anybody can fuck. Oh well, Jared Dines did a video on that. How is Lyle not dead? Yeah. Well, I mean, hardcore. Fuck you, Mario. Never got it down. I had a similar issue. The moment that I finally felt comfortable with my voice was the time that I was like, I'm going to stop trying to make my voice do something that it can't do, and instead try to morph it into something that it can do very well. And so I took like singing as more of, I looked at it more of like a voice acting gig rather than like a, you know, something else musical. Like, I need to make my voice do something weird. You know what I mean? Like that it won't do when I'm singing. And for me, that was just screaming on pitch. You know, like that shit I always do when I'm like fucking pissed off at Mario, and I'm just like, ah, and just do whatever that is, and just do it to a pitch. And it works. It fits well in a mix. Finally. Have I ever thought about getting into voice acting? Of course. I think everyone has. I feel like that's the ultimate, like everyone's just like, oh, voice acting, that's got to be the easiest thing in the world. And yeah, again, all I get is the highlight reel. Voice acting is hardcore because a lot of God, fuck, damn it. Just talking to mine again. Twitch streaming is easier. Depends on how you're streaming. There's some people who stream on Twitch that I wouldn't want to be them. The la 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 was pretty amusing. Thank you. Do you think taking VO classes would help someone improve as a singer? I think it's more of a mindset. I think you should see a vocal coach. Like if you have the choice, you should see a vocal coach who's specifically works in the way that you want to be moving. Being German would be awful. More like 500 views max. Yeah, even dude, 500's a lot, man. I feel like I get like, usually it's like this crowd is usually about as much as I get. I actually don't look at my view count, so I don't actually know how many people are here, but like I'm assuming it's somewhere between 200 and 300. Like that's a good number. I feel like that was always what I was like going for. Yeah. It's me, Mario. Come on, I don't katakana is that fema de judus is that F that family katakana I'm just fucked with. See a lot of mid 300s, yeah. Jules, you have 0 followers. Thank you. This is on console. A huge crowd. How can you build it? Yeah. How am I ever gonna build my parasocial relationships with my chat? How am I gonna fucking how am I gonna convince everybody to call me dad? Gambade family. Oh, Gambade family. Yeah, that's why it looked familiar. Gambade family juduzu. So juduzu. My name is so fucking annoying to try to say in Japanese. And it's tough because so Corona has like kind of a unique accent, you know. So like the Google translation of Jules doesn't work because I think Google wants you to say judu. I've seen better from juduzu or judusu. For Corona, I think we've landed on Judes. Family Jews, yeah. Trying to learn Japanese, but do you know any? No, I don't know any other languages. Barely fucking know English at this point. Good evening. Konbanwa. You sound so naked right now. Baked. Those are two very different things. Some of that rocker voice. Yeah, I definitely have kind of given up on trying to do like metal growls. I definitely want to get into it at some point. But I feel a little bit more comfortable with like rocker voice. Am I naked? I will not confirm nor deny. PP might be out. Yeah, it's out. PP out. Fluent in Kazu I don't know. Like it's not the same though. You know what I mean? Like you don't want like I'm not gonna call like I don't know. Like imagine calling baby metal like whatever the Japanese equivalent of like those words with like hiragana. You know, it's weird. Because like I assume in Japan they're also like how would you say baby? Jesus. Babi meduzu infant alloy BB. Okay, or baby baby meduzu. That's how I assume they say that, right? Infant alloy. God damn it. Do I speak Japanese? No. I was going hard at learning for a little while, and then I just fucking I fell off. L plus ratio.
It's me, Mario.
He sound to voiced be. Oh, the don't touch the fucking blood. See, that's weird to me because that's actually just me screaming, you know? Like that, like when I did that for Paris and Port, that's literally me just like taking the microphone and as loudly as I fucking can, just screaming, don't touch the fucking blender. And like, what I found is like, there's a note in there. So if I could just figure out where that note is and then just control that with me just screaming my dick off, like maybe there's something there. And that's been just how I've come to learn to do my singing voice. It's not right. I need to figure out how to do it in a way that won't destroy my fucking throat. But it is worlds better. I think I've told you guys, like, I had a girlfriend who told me that like I would probably never be able to like be a lead singer in a band, and that I'd probably be at best a backup singer, which I'm sure hey, what's up, Sheena? I'm sure had all the best intentions because she thought I was a very good guitarist, and I think she was just like, don't, you know, like stick with what you're good at kind of a thing, right? But yes, it was rude as shit. Like, but it was also like I knew the intentions, not the intentions, you know, make that any better, but definitely stuck with me. But once I was able to like fucking move through, I bet you could be an awesome triangle player in the or is that what that's saying? Is that what that is? I could be a great guitarist in a rock band. Or equally so, I could be a great triangle player in an orchestra. Being supportive of your guitarist, if you wanted to hone in on that. Yeah, for sure. But it did have a negative effect. I had pretty much at that point, because she was always brutally honest. I took that with like kind of just like, all right, like I'm just going to focus on guitar. But yeah, be careful what you say to people, because people remember shit. It's always the shit that you don't remember. You know, like the shit that like transforms somebody's life that just lives rent free in their brain forever is often the thing that you said in the spur of the moment, and you'd be like, why would I ever say that? Brutal honesty is just rudeness. I mean, you can tell the truth and be rude about it. The art is telling no lies in a way that's kind and compassionate to people around you, you know? That's the talent. And you can do it. You can be like, bro, like, what's your favorite shampoo? And they could be like, I'm gonna be real with you, I haven't showered in 15 years. And you're like, all right, well, that's where I was going. I was going to, like, please take a fucking shower. You're an amazing vocalist. Thank you, Sheena. I appreciate it. Well, that like I was talking about that earlier about how like, for so long I kept trying to like figure out how to make my voice do like the metal thing. Like even just hearing like Lyle and stuff on Life is Brutal, like I'm just like fuck, like it would be so cool to be able to do that. And like I just couldn't do it. I'm just like, you know, like I could kind of do it, but then when I would like lay it down, it just didn't have like the power behind it. So I was just like, okay, fuck it. So then I just started screaming to a note, and I was like, oh wait, okay, no, that's where I want to go. That's like, that fits in a mix, right? That gets my idea across. So I'm gonna do that. And then I did, and then I feel good about it now. It's not perfect, but I definitely feel like a progression, you know? Mario, I fucking wish you would die in a blender. Just saying. I hate to be
It's me, Mario.
I hate to be brutally honest, but I wish I could watch you be torn to pieces inside of a fucking blender. Is vocal power just something you're born with or something you develop? Vocal power on track is fake. Like, the actual perceived power you hear from a vocal track is almost all the way it's presented. Because, like, imagine, like, Chugga Conroy screaming into a microphone. Like, but then imagine, like, you know, Courtney LaPlante from Spirit Box screaming into a microphone. Like, one of those is going to be a lot quieter than the other one, but you're going to get more power, more punch from the other one. I don't have to imagine that. A fellow Chugga Conroy watcher. I don't need to imagine Emil screaming. Yeah. But for right now, until I can figure out how to, like, get that same sound with doing the least amount of damage to my fucking vaginal throat flaps, my yoni ass uvula, yonbula, I will just blow out my fucking voice. The Spirit Box is, I found a fanfic. Favorite subgenre is metal. Probably like the subgenre that, like, it's weird because like I can't really pick out any individual songs from it, but the one that I always go, like, if I just need to listen to a genre and I can just plug that in, it's usually melodic death metal. I do that backward glide with the bomb. Essentially what happens is when you catch the bomb while it's in mid-explosion, the game doesn't really know how to deal with that, so it just kind of sends you flying backwards. So I'm actually not doing a whole lot of movement when I have that. You already have Tinnitus 2. Yeah, Tinnitus is so powerful. Where's Tinnitus 2? If Jules has a uvula, that makes him a girl house. Okay. Oh yeah, the You're Dead. I would love to do You're Dead again. I'll probably do it myself. That song just fucks. Why is it in the wall? You're supposed to use a cannon to bust away the wall. It's like, and the name of the star is actually Blast Away the Wall. So we just get that star because the hitbox of the star is like very slightly hanging out of it. So we just grab it. Rue, thank you so much for the 21s. Appreciate it. Yeah, Metal 2. Right after they make music too. So if you watch that and you like slow it down, you probably won't see it on Twitch because of frame, you know, whatever. I don't know if that's interpolation or whatever, but like there's one single frame where Mario grabs the edge as if he's going to like, he's grabbing the edge, and then that puts him into the hitbox of the star. And the game realizes you've touched a star, and then you go straight down. And, you know. How do people find out that there's a hitbox? I think that's probably one of those things that they probably theoretically thought was a thing, because like the hitbox for the star is like a cube, I think. I could be wrong. Or like theoretically that wall is so slight that there has to be like a little bit of the hitbox sticking out, and there was. Or somebody accidentally just ran into it and got the star, and we're like, what the fuck? What the heck? What the heck? What the fuck? That's what they said. Important moment in Mario history. Modded console that can reveal that stuff. Yeah, and like I think a big part of it is just like starting with what theoretically can happen. I think a lot of people have this idea that like, how do people find this stuff? You hook. I watched the fucking Goofy murder trial thing again the other day, and Jesus, that has to be one of the most unsettling but masterpiece videos on the internet. I killed them. I killed all those children, and I'll fucking do it again. It's fucking insane. I'll fucking do it again. Oh man. But I did it. Goofy, shut the fuck up. Mickey spent a lot of money to get you out of this. Just tell them that you're not killing him. But I did it. Oh my god. That's just that hits my fucking funny bone. Like square on right in the critical range. So fucking good. Saw the butterfly video? Yeah, it was fun. Wii Sports Resort Golf speedruns? Fuck yeah, dude. See, man, like, it's shit like that that are the most fun and most interesting runs. When people, like, get, like, really insane about, like, one really specific part of a video game that you know, like, 4 people added at the last goddamn minute. That shit's crazy. But, like, Mario 64, like, nobody cares about that shit. This game's literally made for babies, and only babies play it. Mario Super Sluggers? No, I've never heard of it. I'll go the runs. This is the first run of the day, so we'll see. Hide and Seek Among Us doing a Goofy voice with you, but dude, that sounds fun. I think, you know what would be fun is do Among Us, but you can't say any words, you can only yell. Just scream. And you have to figure out who the imposter is based on just everybody screaming. That's just Among Us. You're right. So yeah, regular Among Us. You know what? When you put it that way, you're right. First run of the day, I declare shenanigans. You can declare all you want. I'm telling you how it is. rules for playing Stevie Wonder. Now, how would you say that would work? Among Us, but no one can speak English. Yeah, that'd be funny if no one can speak English, but everybody is only monolingual, can only speak English. Was that 3? Failed that twice? It's not the worst thing. It'll probably be 20 seconds red. We'll see. Anyway, home from class. How's the runs? It's the first run of the day. What's the mindset of speedruns? It doesn't look fun. It's another challenge for a game that you enjoy. I know, like, a lot of people think that, and that's usually the answer that makes the most sense to the people who are like, why would you ever speedrun a game? I feel like you get the best feeling from doing a speedrun when you treat it as if it's a game that you've done everything, and you still want another challenge. You want another reason to play the game. And that's how I feel about Mario 64. I unfortunately like this garbage piece of shit video game enough that I could probably play it for the rest of my life, and this is the way I do it. I also like the dopamine rewards of getting a green split, which we are definitely not getting on this one. Y'all gaming in here? Yeah, what of it? You got a problem with gamers? Ooh! Okay. I'll run it. I'll run it just because of that. 15 seconds red. Really, really good climb. Yeah, it is kind of, well, it's extra hard mode and it's competitive against yourself, which I love, like, self-competition things. Are you winning? Yeah. We're always winning when we're having fun. Oh, there's absolutely time to save it. Best possible time right now is still a 16:44. Oh, ILs are cool. Like if you're overwhelmed by trying to finish a whole game, like ILs is definitely the way to go. And like if you still want to get into being a fucking masochist to yourself. Sadomasochism. Is that auto-sadism? Is that auto-sadomasochism? Another word for speedrunning. You can race with others. That's always like one of my favorite things to like look forward to. Is just like, and I don't do it enough because like I feel like I'm very much at a point with Mario 64 where like everyone I know, I'm pretty much better than everybody I know, but like I'm way worse than anybody who's really good. You know, I always say it's like that Smash mentality is like if you've gone like super hard on Smash, like you get to a point where like you can beat everybody in your city, but you're not good enough to enter any tournaments. That's where I live right now with Mario 64. Yeah, every game you care about, yeah. You would Smash for sure. Honestly, like I remember when I was talking to Alpharad, Jacob, and Joe, like they were like, that's pretty much across the board what you see with like you know, professional Smash players is like they have to spend so long in that like really awful like area, like in between, like I'm too good for everybody around me but not good enough to go to do well in a tournament. It's like, what do you do in that situation? It's really hard, but if you can figure it out, you can break through. Break on through to the other side. Break on through to the other side, yeah. CJ and Jacob just got tattoos, I think, right? I think that was no, it was CJ and yeah, because one of them got Absol. Yeah, it was Jacob and CJ. Like I still have no tattoos. And I'm not against tattoos. I feel like I was against tattoos for a little while because it was just like, not because I'm like, wow, tattoos are gross or whatever, but like I was like, what the fuck am I gonna put on my body that I'm not gonna hate in like 5 years? But at this point, I'm just like, you know, I'll probably want to do something that's like meaningful to my upbringing, you know what I mean? Like something that like I can look at that's just kind of like a why did I do that? I meant to press the A button on the controller and I hit the split button on my keyboard. Hard to decide what fits me. Yeah. Well, like every time I think about it, it's like, what do I want? I'm thinking about what it would look like, and I'm like, okay, what am I gonna fucking have? Super Mario 64 right next to Jim Morrison from The Doors? Like, that's gonna look fucking stupid. Like. Simply too poor to get a tattoo. I kind of want to just get a tattoo at this point, just to know what it's like, you know, taste the blood, literally. Front face of Mario, he's looking right at you. What do you do? What do you fucking do? Come for your girl, what do you do? Slaps your girl's ass, what do you do? Mario slaps your girl's ass. You gonna fucking take that? You gonna bring it? Yeah, get my 16-star PB tattooed. That actually is not a bad idea. Well, it's a terrible idea, but I think it's kind of funny. Oh yeah, the tattoos that show up under a black light. I feel like those got to be like really expensive, but those are very cool. Smoke some meth and let your brain decide. I feel like if I smoke meth, I'm just gonna clean my house. I'm not gonna want to get a tattoo. Oh, like henna? Yeah, I've done henna tattoos. I actually had like a henna kit at one point that I could like do my own. That's kind of fun. I mean, I was really young. Well, not really young. I was like 14, 15. Went to get a tattoo, but I get to use the old Jewish cemetery excuse. Gotcha. Yeah, infant. 14 to 15, infant child. Infant Alloy. My favorite band from Japan. God damn it. I'll just tattoo just like a web browser of I programmed my doorbell to play Megalovania. Does he not always say boing? That might be a American version thing. I like the idea of just having a fucking screenshot. Get a face tattooed on your back, yeah. Or do the Steve-O where you just fucking get a tattoo while driving in a fucking like, what was that? It was like a fucking 4-wheel RV or whatever. A link to the guitar Wikipedia page. Jesus. Yeah, the Dune buggy. Yeah, I remember that. Apparently, I really need to see the new Jackass movie. I heard the new Jackass was pretty fucking good, which I was not expecting. Doing jacket matching tattoos, that'd be cute. What would we get? Little hearts. We get little hearts with a unicorn in it. We would both get like a flower, like a tulip, like the least metal thing of all time. But yeah, you know, like Jack and I roll up on you and we're like, yo, what up? You want to see our tattoos? We have matching tattoos. You're like, oh shit, what is this? And it's like fucking like a tulip. Tulips of your mom's pug. Traditional, yeah, yeah. Like, it's funny. I don't wanna fucking I'll flex my knowledge too much, but it's really good to just start with a full fucking Satan arm sleeve. Don't stop until the sleeve is done. Do it all in one sitting, and then you can decide whether or not it's for you. We're going in this room for some reason. No one's found the... Well, okay, so the idea behind that, Nasu, is... So, like, if Mario is in a situation where he grabs onto something... When did I save?
Once your pizza's delivered,
like, if he's grabbing onto something above him, and then for some reason, like, he's in that motion, and there's nothing above that to grab onto. I saved in Dark World. Apparently I also saved after Toadstar. So, like, what it looks like is something called I think it's called the zipper jump, which is it's a very, very advanced trick for Lava Land, where, yeah, the sizable boundary. Yeah, it's the same thing. So what happens is Mario needs to be in the motion of grabbing onto something above him, and then that thing needs to not exist, and then the game tries to figure out where the next thing that Mario can grab onto above him. So you can do that in Lava Land on that, like, you know that, like, cage that we do all those flips into? If you get him to, like, reach up to it, the game will freak out and be like, oh, fuck, go to the next thing that Mario can grab, which is all the way up there, and he just fires straight up to that and grabs onto it. Insane timing, yeah. But it looks like that's the same thing, but nobody can figure out how to do specifically that one, which is very strange. No one's, yeah, the 1000 TTC upward bounty. Go back, you forgot Lakitu. Shit! Lakitu's gonna be sad if I don't talk to him. Yeah, I always think about that too. It's just like, I wonder if it was just a Photoshop. And just photoshopped Mario getting a star. You wouldn't download a car. You wouldn't fake the speedrun tactic. Who will control the camera? I will. It's just, could you imagine, like, if you do Lakitu skip, you are stuck with Mario Cam for the whole game? That'd suck. Feel bad for the other Lakitu bro that never gets to talk to Mario. Yeah, and then Mario fucking murders, and that Lakitu bro has to film his bro getting fucking murdered by Mario. Nobody ever talks about that, but that's what happens multiple fucking times. Why do they use that as an example? Oh, yeah, I'd totally download a car too. I think downloading a car would be tough because, like, you have to, like, register it, you know? You have to get, like, a title and insurance and stuff in most states. So, like, if you ever get pulled over and you downloaded a car, like, you're fucked. And, like, how are you gonna fucking get it legitimately fucking titled and shit? You need a massive printer. I mean, we're there. You could probably 3D, like, if you're really dedicated to it, you could probably 3D print a car at this point. I wouldn't be surprised. But, like, I mean, people are 3D printing guns. It's insane. You know? Yeah. Sir, do you know how fast you're pirating this car? Fast, real fast. Guitar solo. Group 3D printed a boat. That's fucking sick. 3D printing guns is weak shit. I mean, probably. Those guns probably are, like, pea shooters. You can 3D print metal and shit. I know, it's cool. Even Bibe Meduru. Print that out. Yeah. Not where we wanted to be there. When are we 3D printing organs? That's like a current technological medical race right now, is like getting to the point where we can 3D print like human things and save people. But we're too busy still trying to figure out how to fit a fucking pig heart in a human. That was a thing recently, wasn't it? They had like some guy live for like 2 months or something like that on a pig's heart. And it was just like, holy shit, you lived that long? It might have been 2 weeks. I might be overreacting. Pig organ transplant into a human. Yep. This is a good reset. Now you can pick up Lakitu. What are you talking about? This is the first run of the day. You got Balzheimer's? All that other shit that we did today, let's just practice run shit. There's no resets here. No, I know it was a pig heart. I don't know how long it was. I think it was 2 months. You missed it? I mean, yeah. Nothing, there's no reset, dude. We do a bunch of practice and then we do one run every day. We do it here. Yeah, dude. Just 3D print the Earth and just be like, I bet you fucking global round earthers feel pretty dumb now. Earth is a dodecahedron. Lakitu's still outside. Yeah. Well, you know what? Lakitu's a little shy, and he doesn't appreciate you bringing attention to it. Right, the guy was gonna die, so he volunteered. Right. They were stoked the body didn't reject it. He lasted about a month, and then it yeah, okay. So then it was about 2 months, right? I would download a ham. I don't know why that made me laugh. I hope you get your hamburger. Well, no, it's not like they weren't like you deserve a. It was just kind of like he was gonna die anyway. So for medical, for whatever, they're like, cause like, I mean, if we can start fucking swapping out parts, it might be like it creates a bigger pool. If we have the technology to be able to provide organs that people need, you know, like, bruh. Haven't they done? They've done like fucking head transplants and shit, right? Like it's never worked, but they've done it. I remember the Amanda show where the girl got a baboon heart. Why does that? Yeah, that's not familiar actually. They attempted one. There has to have been more than just one. No, what you gotta do is you gotta 3D print Nintendo DS scams because they're all going away. Why did just functioning on autopilot? Was he actually conscious the entire time? With the head transplant? I don't think that one went very well. Like, I don't have the fucking results in front of me, but my guess is we're not technologically there yet. But at least you tried. Whoever did that should just get a gold star and say, no, you tried. Mario, what the fuck? Ugh, I just, like, at this point, like, I hate having to run with a mistake like that. But probably should. Mario sucks only the sloppiest, veiniest cock. And he doesn't even like it. He's homophobic as shit. Yeah, he does it. Explain it. Hates himself. 3D print and alcohol. Yeah. I mean, honestly, like, if you can get somebody to work at Nintendo, whether or not you 3D print them, you always can say that. My blank works at Nintendo, so what if I 3D printed them? I think the only thing I would actually like use 3D printing for, other than like making like practical shit, is if I was really into D&D, I'd probably do like minis. 3D print Atsune Miku so I can finally meet my mother. That'll do it. I wonder what the ethics of growing animals purposely for transplanting the humans is. I doubt that that's it. You know what I mean? But I think excuse me. I think, yeah. Friend of mine is super into Warhammer and 3D printing his army. Yeah, like that seems like. I mean, otherwise you're fucking buying all that shit. Jesus. Warhammer is always like the most like impressive thing to just like walk by at a card shop. It's just people playing Warhammer. They have like a fucking like actual army of fucking minis down there. Wild. Plastic crack, yeah. Well, you could say that about most collectible card games and stuff. It's just cardboard crack.
It's me, Mario.
I should have run that, but I don't know. Gonna stand up for a second. Yeah, I'm the same way. It looks fucking sick, but it's intimidating. You haven't seen Amiibo? Dude, they've been still pumping out Amiibos, man. Should have ran what this is the first run of the day. What? This is the first run of the day. We haven't done any runs yet today. Where's my Minecraft Steve amiibo? I'm sure you'll get it. Just kidding, that was a practice run. This is the first run of the day. I don't want to be fucking getting Lakitu, man. We don't need him. We can do without him. I don't want to talk to him. I don't have time. It's okay. Mario goes by and whispers like, "Hey, bro, we'll talk later. I'm kind of in a hurry," you know? And he slaps him on the ass. Bro, if someone told me that I'm dying and they want to stick random shit in my sad flesh prison that I'm not about to say no, it's lonely. Dude, fuck yeah. Takes the stress away while I'm working on portfolio shit. Fuck yeah. I'm glad, man. I'm glad I can do something that helps other people in some way. The shit that's that good shit. I'll think about what I want to eat for dinner. I've been treating my, you know how like you're supposed to treat your body like a temple? I've been treating it like a fucking pig heart factory. What the fuck that means. Fuck it! Eat some chicky nuggies. I'm a fucking vegetarian. I have to be vegetarian chicky nuggies, which I don't have. Yeah, whatever. This is for you, Call Guy. We'll run this for, yeah, I'll run this for you, okay? Because you're really, really hyped about Lakitu. How can I say no to that? 3D printed chicken nuggets would be vegetarian. Birds are just government robots. They don't count. Are you making chicken nuggets out of birds? I mean, fuck yeah. I'm just curious. Like, damn, dude, you go hard. Just fucking grab a robin from the tree and just deep fry him. Damn. Chickens are birds, right? But nobody really calls it, like, who the fuck calls a chicken a bird? Like, yes, technically. What even is a chicky nugget? I don't know, man. I'm trying to think of like another example. But can you 3D print a 3D printer? That's when we start getting pretty fucking crazy. I'm not gonna get anything if I just keep looking away from the game I'm trying to speedrun. KFC is dirty bird. What? Anything is edible if you're not a coward. That's, I'm pretty sure, not definitionally correct. Definitionally, like, I don't think that's like Webster correct. Because like edible implies that you can digest it too, right? Yeah, eat some fucking. Well, I will tell you what's stopping you from munching on plastic. Cancer. Cancer is stopping. Well, it's not stopping you in the moment, but it's definitely going to be a consequence. It's something that could potentially stop you. Like, you could be like, is it the fucking BPs or Teflon or whatever? Putting fucking cans in the water, making all the frogs gay? I don't know. Can't really digest corn, right? I mean, I think you can. It's just people don't fucking chew it up. You're supposed to fucking chew that shit up. Magma is edible exactly once. It depends on how, like, I always say, everything's okay in moderation. I'm sure you can have a little bit of magma as a treat. Very small amount of magma. Just enough that your body can deal with it. Just fucking asshole. Are diamonds edible? Listen. Yeah, just suckling on a bunch of fucking corn. Edible definition. Fit or suitable to be eaten is what Google says. Edible and eatable both refer to something that is able to be eaten. Okay, so right. But edible is usually used to describe something that is safe to eat without regard to taste, while eatable often describes something that has some level of acceptable flavor. Okay, that's kind of what I figured. The salted plastic is all right. I don't know. Like, salted plastic is probably eatable, but not edible. Like, it's got some flavor. You know, hop on some sriracha on your fucking Hatsune Miku good smile figure. Eat that shit right up. Probably not edible, but definitely eatable. The plastic tastes very nice. For example, craft. True. Nasu only speaks facts, and we know that. And we love that. The tastiest plastic of all time. Glass is crispy sand. Right. I had to turn off global hotkeys because I was looking at the definition of edible. Would glass be crunchy? I'd say so. It would go crunch when you ate through it. Herbivorous dinosaurs? You mean herbivore dinosaurs? I feel like herbivorous. That actually sounds like a dinosaur in itself. The herbivorous. Herbivorous Rex. Like the T-Rex, except kind of a soy boy. Twizzlers. Okay. Like, Twizzlers is one of those things that, like, I feel like they only get right at the level of Twizzlers. But, like, every other thing that tries to, like, replicate Twizzlers or try to make, like, licorice things like that just always fail and make just straight up fucking plastic. Like, have you ever had those fucking buckets of, like, Twizzler adjacent foods that come from, like, a supermarket or whatever? How long have I been a vegetarian? How old am I? 16 years. I've been a vegetarian. Twizzlers are objectively bad candy. I like Twizzlers, but like I hate anything that's Twizzler adjacent. I remember, yeah. Damn, what's up, Grandpa? Not much, kiddo. Not much step grandson. Also, what are you doing stuck in that washer? Let me help you out. Red Vines. Yeah, Red Vines is garbage. That shit is, like, if you think Twizzlers are plastic, not that you'll want to, but I implore you, buy some Red Vines. Those things are like again, actually, like, eatable versus edible. Maybe eatable, barely, but definitely not fucking, or no, edible but not eatable. That's probably what a Red Vine is technically. I'm simply replacing the filter. There's no need to worry. But what about this filter? I say as I asterisk slip my penis in to the filter. I got it, grandson. The pube filter, yeah. Red Vines taste like red jungle vine. It's so true. Comes in the filter, yeah. We gotta test it some way. Don't put your penis in the filter, please, Grandpa. I'm trying to replace it. Listen, bro. Listen, grandson. Don't tell me. When you're my age, you can tell me what to do with my penis. But until then, I will come in every filter in this house, and there's nothing you can say to stop me. And you will thank me. You'll say, damn, I'm so glad for come. So happy. You slammed your penis in the car door. Why did you say that like an English lesson? Let's use penis in a sentence. You slammed your penis into the car door. Let's say that again, but slowly. You slammed your penis into the door. Into the car door. It's a Parappa meme video? Okay.
Me, Mario.
That would honestly, like, that's like probably like a good way to like help with American accent for your fucking kind, Nasu, the UK kind, you know. I slammed my phallus into the car door. Try saying that. We had like a bunch of those. We had a bunch of those like what do you call it? Like sentences. When I went to, I think it was like PAX West, like 2014, I think. Because we had a bunch of dudes from Australia hanging out with us. It was like excessive profanity, Darius Carlin, and Danny Baranowski was like coming up with a bunch of like phrases to learn the American accent with. Things like, he rubbed his areola in the car. Say it with me. He rubbed his areola in the car. And, you know, they'd be like, he rubbed his areola in the car. No, no. He rubbed his areola in the car. There was Mitt Romney deposited the baby in the dumpster. Oh man. Squish my phallus into thy vehicle entryway. Yeah. I stuck a DS stylus down my urethra. Say it with me. Make sure that you really accentuate the R's in urethra. I stuck a DS stylus down my urethra. Okay. My Wacom pens. What the fuck is a Wacom pen? Sounds like it's designed to go in your dick. Whack on, whack off. It's a tablet pen. Fucking drawing your animes on there, but fucking anime titties, despicable. Send me them. Send me those anime titties so I can be angry at them. Be like, this is such a blight on humanity. Unzips. That was 7 years. I've never used it for drawing. Not the weeby thing. Well, I should. I mean, you have Osu in your name, so I guess that's saying something. I should have assumed that that's what you use it first and foremost. That was the only time I think I've ever used a tablet was for Osu. Because the drummer in my band, Zach, he went hard on Osu for a while. What a way to skip Bowser's dialogue. Yeah. Yeah, send me that hyperlink of these Dragon Ball Z titties. I want to make sure exactly what website to avoid. Add it to my bookmarks so that I know not to go to there. Not to go to that website ever. All the time. That's why we will never get a Steve amiibo. What? Article ranking the amiibo as butterfly. I mean, honestly, like, I think there's other reasons we might not get it, but probably more so like Minecraft Steve in a jar. You won't believe what happens next. I still have my my Alpha Ride U2s in a jar. It's like on display in my house. And he's like walked in and seen it, and he's just chosen not to acknowledge it. Which is exactly the what I wanted out of it. They have a featured artist program. You can get in touch and have your music license. I should, man. I would actually. I feel like I could very easily, accidentally, on purpose, go through an Osu phase. Now that it's probably not even cool anymore. I don't know if there's like Osu ever becomes cool, or what else is in the jar. You won't believe what comes next. Come. You won't believe what comes. It is come. Show it on stream. Okay. Alright, yeah, I know. Finally some good fucking Owlist. No, seriously. typically a rude statement, but in that case, I'm like, yeah, you're right. I don't know what the fuck's been happening. Like, bro, come on, man. I'm doing my best. I'm just trying to do the Owlish. Yo, this was my first raid boss. Been doing Guardian raids in Lost Ark lately. It's just like it's just fighting womps. As I finish my White Claws when I'm fighting. Dude, we've accumulated so many White Claws over the course of the last few months just from having guests and stuff. So I'm not usually a drinker, but lately I've just been fucking hitting those White Claws while I've been doing Lost Ark, and it's honestly kind of a vibe. Sonic the Hedgehog does have a father named Jules the Hedgehog. I don't know what's more alarming, the fact that that's my name or the fact that you're referring to a dad. It's not a lot. Like, I mean, it's totally cool if Sonic has two dads. I'm just saying that's just not how I thought that went down. He has one dad, one of which his name is Jules the Hedgehog. You mentioned working through 14. How far along are you? I don't want to talk about it. I'm like level 41. I'm trying to get through Realm Reborn. It's just such a fucking slog. And now Lost Ark is a thing, and I literally hit max level in Lost Ark, like, very quickly. Not as quick as, like, Adriana actually hit it faster than I did. And Jack, fucking, I think, like, 4 days after it came out, hit max level. But I'm level 41 in ARR, so I've definitely got a few more hours to go. And honestly, like, playing Lost Ark at endgame and stuff is actually, like, teaching me some things, like, with, like, some of my, like, peripherals. Like, I've got that fucking gaming mouse and stuff. Ooh! Some Birth of Legends. That will probably make the process easier for me. It was a really, really good CCM. Yeah, that was a fucking deep Unbirth. Textbook Unbirth. I'd love to see it. Run it perfectly. It makes a blue screen. Interesting. Do you run it off Steam? It might be one of those like stupid game cache issues or whatever. I don't know why I jumped. I think it's because I let my before training get in the way of the now training. Oh! Threaded that needle. Let's fucking go. I don't like this at all, but I'm going for it. Oh my good god. For some reason Mario's deciding to game. Mario is playing ball for once. Okay. That was the whole time. Oh shit, gotcha. Yeah, this was a very weird Dark World for me. I think we got there, but I'm kind of an am-lapse kind of guy. I'm still working on it. I haven't reached... No one's paid me for my lapsing yet, so I can't say that I'm a pro-lapse quite yet. Most likely temperature. Do you have like a shit cooler or whatever? I don't even need to spin them that much. Like it wasn't even that I missed, like I hit it too early that sucked about that. It was like I literally could have thrown him at such a more optimal time and it would have been just as fast, if not faster. But I was just like, oh, maybe it'll be fast if I spin him one more time. Here we go. Okay, 3-second screen. I'm still okay. Today driving about 8 hours up the Great Plains. Damn. Still green. Ideally with this run and like the splits we're going against, we really want to be coming out of Hazy Maze with about 30 seconds green, which is definitely possible. Like, and that's not like an insane run. Like, I think we could, if we were playing like fucking like a god, I think I could rack up to 45 seconds of green. At least moving into basement. But what sucks is I pretty much always consistently lose time at MIPS because my MIPS split was just perfect apparently. So like it almost doesn't matter how much time we save. We're always pretty much going to lose it unless we have a perfect MIPS. These Mario runs have definitely been draining me though. It's kind of tough. I'm still having fun with it, but I'm also just like, so much of it is out of principle, and I just feel like I'm like in that moment of just like, okay, fuck, like, do I need to take a break from my mental health, or is it going to be more detrimental to my mental health to let Mario fucking make a fool of me? Damn, I jumped right over it. Is there much time save after HMC? No. Fire Sea might have a little bit of time save, and if we can front sub and chip clip, we save a significant amount of time. I think it's like 10 seconds or something. Yeah, there's no situation where everyone can be a dom. Kind of surprised like Chad became like the name. It should be Dominic. That's the chaddest name of all time. Literally has Dom in the name. Dominic. Isn't Mario a Switch? I guess. Dominique? Yeah, that could work too. Fuck, I saved. Whatever, it's fine. Mario's on the Switch. Oh. So he's a sub, but he only walks around with Switches. Gotcha. Please with the star. Ugh. A lot of good splits. Yeah, it's, again, like we're in this really weird time now where it's like, there isn't a whole lot of grinding now. It's just going to be one of these runs is it, and it will be super it. And it's really going to be like, I have to have the perfect balance of like offloading like focus onto chat and not over, like not using chat too much. I think is going to be the, you know. This is okay. We're gonna have a hard time saving more time. Like I don't think this will PB, but we can get pretty close. It can't even possibly be a sub 18 now after that. It's pretty crazy. Well, I mean, like it can, but we would have to get like a shit ton of gold splits. Which I don't think I have 4 seconds of gold splits right now with the strats. God fucking damn it. What's worse, this or Banjo? They're bad in different ways. Like, Banjo sucks because the run is so long, but because of that, there's so much more room for... Banjo is great because, like... Oh, yeah, I saved. Banjo is great because, like, you can do a lot more backups, and it doesn't feel like you're losing a lot because, like, there's so much run. You know? There's so much, like... that it's so hard to get to a point where it's, like, this tight. Whereas, like, Mario 64 right now is, like... It's even at this level for me, it's optimized for my skill level. Obviously, my run is not optimized, but I'm not doing like LBLJ and stuff. That's another route we could go. If we really want to get this sub 18, I could probably grind out an LBLJ route, but the problem with that is then we have to grind it and practice it. Like, we are practiced on this run, so I just want to like nail it. Because we can do it with this run. And then after that, then we go for LBLJ. You guys were talking about burgies. Now I kind of want a burgie. If you can get a sub 18 without LBLJ, think about what that. Yeah, that's also kind of what I'm thinking of. Like if we can get that and then we switch the route to be with LBLJ, I think that'll be like really cool. What's the Mari hour? You do enough sprints in a row, is it worth it? It's literally, yeah, it's not even comparable. Like it does feel like doing sprints versus a marathon, like Banjo being the marathon. So there's kind of an appeal of like, I'm like, the next run's going to be very similar to this because it's going to be like a 20-minute run. And that's going to be nice because it's like, all right, like resets are not really that big of a deal. But it will get pretty fucking optimized pretty quickly for myself. Whereas Ocarina of Time, when we hit that one, it's going to be much more like Banjo, where like it's going to be a lot longer streams of just like, it's okay to kind of fuck up a lot more. An hour of Mario giving birth. Damn. Pretty fast, honestly. It's through his urethra, which is why it takes so long. I don't think like a 1 hour birth isn't bad. Like from like admission to the hospital and to baby falling out, it's not too bad. Zelda will be definitely after Bomberman though. I've been promising Bomberman for the past like 2 years. I do have to I do eventually have to give the people what I've promised. I'm definitely way more equipped to like learn that run now because like before I used to just be so busy. I was just like, if I ever if I find time, I'll do it. But like for right now, it's just. I could get Burgie, but not from any like really nice places. I'd have to get a fast food Burgie. Which I'm always stuck between this like. I want to get like fast food garbage, and I feel more likely to do it. Like I feel like it's like I feel awful when I've just like I haven't worked out all day, and I'm like, oh, I want something like really fucking gross or whatever. But then when I do work out, I'm like, I don't want to ruin that workout by getting something fucking gross and fast foody. It sucks. The leaderboards for medical procedures. I agree, man. Well, I think it would be like tough because you'd have to like in some way like regulate it because like not all, you know, bypasses or whatever are going to be the same, or like, you know, transplants are going to be the same. So you would need to like gauge it based on like okay, this is a category 1, you know, like fucking dick transplant, right? It's like we have to reattach this dick. How like is the dick like completely off? Is it hanging by a thread? How much, you know, how long has it been? And like categorize it, and then like once there's like categories of dick replacement surgery, then you can like be like, okay, I have the world record in a category 4 dick replacement surgery. About to commit malpractice. Hey man, it's just a strat. Medical malpractice is just a speedrun strat. You can quote me on that. What are my options? Dick transplant. Oh, dick transplants are super real. It's actually like mostly like replacement surgery. So if you get your dick cut off, getting it replaced is like pretty good. Like I think it's the highest success rate of anything to be reattached. So if you ever get your dick cut off, like fear not. It won't work the same, but you're in pretty good shape if you really want it back on. If I pay more, can I get an extra inch? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Like, so if you really want a bigger dick, you can get surgery. That's it. You know, I don't think pills are gonna do it. I don't think fucking the penis pump. I don't think doing dick exercises is gonna do it. I think it's pretty much you go and get surgery or deal with your average dick. That's probably not that bad. You're just self-conscious and think that your personality isn't enough to get laid. And to which I say, not with that attitude. gonna be the Mario run that I PB while also ordering myself Carl's Jr. Fuck. Give them the D. Well, some girls will just take the D, as we've learned. What's Carl's Jr.? It's Carl, but smaller. Yeah, Hardee's if you're on the East Coast. Protect your elders. Nah, man. Fuck the elders. It's the fucking Dewey, like... The time is now, old man, or whatever. Montana gang uses Hardee's? Oh, shit. Montana is definitely not East Coast. I just like the little star. It's kind of cute. Like it's gotta be Carl. You've gotta be fucking kidding me. Ugh! Greasiest, most disgusting heart attack on a bun, fast food? No, it is not. You can do way worse. Like, the buns are definitely greasy for sure, but, like, I mean, I honestly think, like, Denny's burgers are even worse. Like, those are greasier and more plastic. Mario definitely L plus ratio plus fell off plus didn't ask. Wendy's is worse. Yeah, I haven't had Wendy's in a while, though, because I don't think they do, like, the Beyond Patty or whatever. Wendy's does, like, the square burgers, right? Like, that's their thing. Beyond these nuts, yeah. Bed Bath and Beyond my fucking cock. Parallelogram burger, I know. Why does everyone have such a hard time fucking roasting Wendy's on Twitter when you could just be like, there's no fucking bigger fucking square than you. Your burgers are literally squares. Yeah. If you're having trouble, just go get a fucking cookie cutter. I don't know what to tell you. What is a shamrock shake? I do appreciate that Wendy's does somehow toe that line of being a troll online and not being cringy as fuck because they're a corporation. I think that's the most impressive thing to me. You know what I mean? Like, I think, like, so many people try to do that whole strategy. Mint McDonald's shake? No, I've never had it. But, Wendy's does somehow nail it. I think that's the cringe, to be fair. What, the fact that they're not cringe, or the fact that they're corporate? Being one of the teens is pretty cringe for yes, that, like, at face value, but when you actually dig deep and, like, read the tweets that Wendy's puts out, like, you can tell that it's not, like, somebody trying to be a teen or whatever. Like, they definitely hired somebody to take over the whole social media, or a team to take on the whole social media, and do just that because it was really fucking good, publicity. Arby's just references everything under the sun on Twitter. Yeah, see, like, that's kind of cringe to me. Like, what's cringe to me is, like, somebody trying to emulate what Wendy's is doing, right? But Wendy's... What Wendy's is doing to me should be cringe, but it's not. Slim Jim just comment bombs it. Yeah, I think what's cringe is everybody trying to do what Wendy's does, but different. I think that's the weird one. The fellow who ran that was an A's. Yeah, I know somebody who ran the Sonic Twitter for a while, and he was wonderful, or at least helped run with it, because I think there was a team. You know, I'm gonna be awful to myself. I actually, like, I did like a full workout today, and then afterwards I went skateboarding, which is something that I've not done in a long time. So awful to myself it is. I've earned this. Oh. Buy myself 4 milkshakes. Ugh. I done ran a fucking 1/10 of a mile. I deserve this. Do a kickflip? I still can, man. I'm actually closer to a heel flip. No, I won't kickflip TC's roof. I'd more likely heel flip TC's roof, but I'm getting there. I actually had an idea for a stream once that I was gonna literally just set up a camera outside and I was gonna do 100 heel flips until I fucking landed it. Just like nothing else. It's just like I have to do 100, and then like maybe make it subathon-y where like every sub I get, like I have to do another attempt or something. Mario didn't want to do that one. Mario didn't like that run. He's like, no, I refuse.
It's me, Mario.
I think I like slightly hit B. That was enough. I think this is what Mario usually gets. I usually order Adriana food even if she's not hungry because she's really good at saving it. I'm really bad at like saving food for later. Oh, god damn it! In the time that I was spending fucking ordering, it closed because now it's 10 o'clock. I literally just fucking finished the order and it's 10:01 and they closed. You know who stole that from me? Mario did. Mario stole that from me. L plus ratio plus you can't get food now. I do have food. I could just eat that. The food that I actually fucking bought to eat. So much work though. Eat Mario. I could eat Mario. Yeah, again. Perhaps not eatable, but edible? Question mark? No, it's not edible, but it is eatable. I will 3D print a dinner. That's what I'll do. It would if I ate Mario, it would never be vor because it would never be sexually pleasing to me. I would be doing it out of necessity. Could you imagine that? It's just like, oh, I came for the vor party. It's like, no, we're not eating you for sex. We're eating you because it has to be done. No princess? Is that gonna be the new no maidens? No maidens. Ooh. I could do Spubby. I feel like Spubby is probably better for me anyway, you know, even though the bread is literally cancer. I hope I can get one of those fucking like sponsors from these food delivery places. Just all I need to do is just put like fucking Uber Eats or Postmates or whatever up and they just give me free food. E-freef. Isn't an oven just a 3D food printer? I guess, technically, because it doesn't just print it from nothing. You have to put like resin in it. Carbon monoxide alarm was blaring. My house is smelling shit. Apparently the gas stove wasn't turned. Oh yeah, that'll fucking do it. Ooh. We have a gas stove, so that's like definitely a worry. Ah! It's so hard to get that fucking long jump to work. Against humanity. For a gas... You want a gas stove? Do you, like, have an electrical or none? Oh, yeah, give me that fucking spinach, dude. Love spinach. Gas and induction already. Oh, I gotcha. What? Still a pretty good womps. I will take it. Just kidding, it sucks. Electric stove's actually damn legit. Yeah, I mean, if it works, it works. Used to have an electric stove. Oh, don't like that placement. Let's try here. Ah, come on, dude. It just sucks because like I'm not at the point where I'm like very good at backing up this star, so it either looks fucking rad or it's a train wreck. You ran out of games to buy? What? How does that work? Have you played them all? Or are you just like buying the games to like collect? Ooh, good on birth. Buying games that interest me the most. Oh, gotcha. And Wii Insider. Wii Insider. Still have not really played a Dragon Quest game other than Builders. One day, now, Sue, I'll play Counter-Strike with you. I haven't played Counter-Strike in fucking forever, though. Alright. That's some movement. B-tier movement, I think. Oh, not like that. Holy shit. Let's try that again. There we go. No, this is butthole clenching the level for sure. It's just there's nothing fun about Dark World because there's so many places you can die. Make it look easy. Thank you. I think that's what I want. Mario's sad. Okay, we're about on baseline now. No, your butthole is not alone. There's many other buttholes exactly like yours. Never feel like your butthole is alone. Your butthole can nestle up next to other buttholes. Butthole companion. Butthole surfers. There we go. Okay. Had some weird movement shit with like After Dark World getting to SSL. I'm not really sure why. Yeah, it's too late. It's okay. But do I eat fish? Yeah, I'll eat fish for sushi. Pretty much that's it. Technically a pescatarian if you're keeping score, but I'm not. I like to eat what I want to eat. Like, I mean, American meat is just processed like shit. I mean, I remember I was exposed to a lot of like the factory farming shit when I was very young, so that really kind of painted my picture on how meat is in all parts of the world, because factory farming is everywhere. But you know, I'm not like a huge like fucking proprietor of like PETA or whatever. I think they're kind of fucking assholes, but like just in general, I just like I want to feel good about the shit that I eat, you know. Yeah, dude, Indian food fucks so hard. Love Indian food. So we'll be printing cheese and meat. I mean, we're pretty much printing meat. You love me a good steak. I mean, that's the general idea. And, yeah. The most that's Indian, right? I think I've had some no, it's not Indian. What am I thinking of? I'm always too short on that. Either a straight up animal murder. Well, I mean, that's kind of like, I don't know. It just when you take in a shit ton of animals and nobody's gonna take those animals, like, yeah, they're gonna fucking die. Like, and you know, you're gonna be branded as animal murderers. And when it comes down to that, I'm just like, ugh. There's so many more legitimate reasons you can hate on PETA, and you should. But I mean, that's kind of the deal with like any situation like that, unfortunately. You don't even believe dogs and cats should exist. So yeah, that's the shit that like when they post shit like that, I'm like PETA seems like they're just so like they want to get their message out with shock and negative conditioning and stuff like that, and I don't agree with like that's the way. Like all of their ads are just like, or at least back in the like 2000s, were just like fucking pictures of like PETA celebrities like holding dead fucking carcasses and being like, this is the rest of your fur jacket and shit like that. And I'm just like, dude, that's just not the fucking move, man. That ain't it, chief. They're game parodies? I mean, yeah, for all the wrong reasons. Holy shit, dude. Ugh. Let's try it again. I'm getting my limit though. I can usually only do about 2 to 3 hours of Mario runs, and then I'm pretty much useless after that. Man, Vitamin Water XXX is so fucking good, but it's just like literally a soda, like with how much fucking sugar is in it. What's up with that? Yo, cowards don't even smoke crack. Oh, of course, yeah, no, Viper, fuck yeah. Viper's the truth. There's no way around it. It's like if you ask anybody in my band, like it's this one phenomenon in my band where like Pretty much dude, it's so good. It's so good. Like when I talk about when we talk about like our influences, because we've done like interviews and stuff, like it's pretty much impossible to find a band that we all enjoy. Like there's two musical artists that every member of Thunder Forge will not dispute and will say is one of our influences, and that's Symphony X and Viper. That's it. Every other band, like we're influenced by, but like somebody else in the band fucking hates them. Like all the way down to fucking like pop music, jazz, metal, of course, rock music. Like, you know, Avenged Sevenfold is like one of my biggest influences of all time, but like half my band hates them. Like, that's just how it is. People see him as a meme rapper. I don't know, man. Yeah, no, like, it's like, my drummer Zach recently sent me a band called, a rapper named Cemetery, like, but spelled with an S. And it's like, I really like those artists that are like kind of silly on the, like, you know, silly on the surface, but like when you dig deeper, you're like, oh shit. Yeah, dude. Like Cemetery, like creeping through the woods and stuff. Like, it's like, it's silly at first. And you're like, all right, cool. Yeah, this is like whatever. But then like once you get to like the second half, you're like, what the fuck? This is like kind of going hard. Damn. We should watch that. We're going to watch it after this run. We'll watch Creeping into Woods by Cemetery. Zach sent me that shit recently. And he was just like, I bet you can't get through one Cemetery track. And I was just like, bro, I'm about to listen to this whole fucking album. And like, I know you guys are going to be like, what the fuck is this shit? But man, it's music. That's what it is. I say that Wiggly. Yeah, for sure. And I don't think any artist should be for everyone. The more you listen to it, the more you like it. Yeah, like I say, it's like beer, and like everyone's just like, well, if I don't want to get it first, why am I gonna give it any fucking, any whatever? It's like, well, then if that was your mentality, you wouldn't ever enjoy beer or anything else that's like a fucking like a acquired taste. You know, and if you're just gonna be closed-minded to shit, and it's like, all right, cool, have fun. I'm gonna go enjoy shit that maybe at first I don't like, but I like, the more I expose myself to it. I've never heard of Blade E though. I'll have to check that out. That was I think we got. I'm at that point where I'm forgetting what stars I literally just got, so like that's usually the time I gotta fucking call it. Ugh. Like that's the one I always forget. Like I'll finish the first star in Womps, and because I always back up with Shooting the Wild Blue, I will like always forget. Okay, did I just get Shooting the Wild Blue or did I get Canonless? I can't fucking remember. What's the difference between Acquired Taste and Stockholm Syndrome? Quite a lot. Stockholm Syndrome is very forest. Acquired Taste is giving something a few tries before deciding whether or not you like it. I know people who will like literally say like, I will try anything twice, which I think is dangerous, but I do understand that mentality, because like there's a lot of stuff that if you only try once, you won't give it enough of a chance. I've known so many people who like, they'll try foods that they're like, they make a face before it even touches their mouth, and they're like, oh, it's gross. Yeah. Youngling, they're sort of in the same lane, but Blade is a little more weird. Fuck yeah, I'll check it out. Yeah, I'll watch some of that shit like right after this. Cause I've honestly been wanting to spread the good word of Cemetery. I'll try Heroin twice, then a few more times, then maybe just once more. Yeah. I don't want to commit or anything, Sounds like I have a commitment, so I might just do it, for the rest of my life. Would making a joke that Stockholm Syndrome is what we all feel here be bad? Maybe. I mean, it depends on your implication, I would say. Okay. Finally some good fucking food. Like, I feel like Stockholm Syndrome implies that, like, whenever I think of Stockholm Syndrome, I think of the fucking, like, I don't know why, but, like, it's so extreme, but I think of somebody who's just been fucking, like, trapped in a basement, and they eventually learn to love the basement. Yeah, sub 5 is good. When does Mario shit? Constantly. Look at that fucking ass, dude. You got loaded diaper. My man's packing poop. Yeah, I got that dialed. I'm very, very, very happy about that now. Because that was, for so long, the fucking backflip star was one that I was just like, I have to feel and assume depth. Now I think I understand. Now I've got it. This is where Stockholm Syndrome originates from. That's probably why I think that. Oof! That is a gift. That is a gift of infant and Vagoober. The goblin into the Vagoblin, even. Ouija the God, hello. Welcome to the stream as I talk about Vagoblins. Have I seen... Oh, I've seen Among Us lobbies. Bro, it's good shit. Welcome, everybody. I'm Family Jules. Who are you? Who the fuck are you? I hope you enjoy your time here. Peach's butt. Yeah, dude. I mean, you think somebody would run this fast for anything other than some of that tail, you know? I'm sorry, but Mario speedrunning through this game gives me super, like, my mom's not home vibes, you know? I need professional help for 17 months. I don't want to run this now that I died in Dark World, but here we are. That's how I feel. I need professional help. Thanks so much for giving a sub to Ouija the God. Oh, fuck that run. God damn it, that was good. That was 14 seconds, and then I just fumbled all over the fucking... Fumbled all over Dark World. This is Cade's fault. I'm just gonna blame Cade. I'm just kidding. I hope you had a good stream, dude. What were you doing today? Were you doing gaming, or were you doing, like, gaming? Wow, what a nice sub notification. I know for a fact that that's not sarcastic, because you're coming from a stream where one of them is a girl coming and screaming and fucking seizing, so. Preely, thanks so much for gifting a sub to Holbrook's fam. Appreciate that. That's the only, yeah. So gaming, gotcha, okay. Doing some gaming. She's not doing that dirty thing, obviously. Prove me wrong. Do it right now. Prove me fucking wrong. Prove me wrong right the fuck now. Gotta hear that notification. Yeah, dude, come on. We were just talking about Stockholm Syndrome, and honestly, it shows. I don't know what it shows, but it shows something. And I think it's important that we just all acknowledge that, that something was shown there. I thought she was just upset. See, that's the thing. That may very well be the case. You can... anime girl seizure is in the eyes of the beholder. This atmosphere got really aggressive. Again, you're coming from Ouija the God's fucking stream and spouting this fucking shit. Okay, take it. Go raid somebody else. I'm not fucking doing it. Bring your fucking Stockholm Syndrome bitches somewhere else. I don't know if I can deal with them. I've been lurking. Okay, oh, all right. He's been lurking. Never mind. Hello, Mario. Really, thanks so much for giving us up to Toad the Builder. All right. Crisis averted. We are kind and nice. So are we. Let's fucking keep it that way. I am not my chat, but still. Speaking a lot, yeah. Saying we a lot. Well, I mean, he's Ouija the God literally has French in his name. As we all know, Ouija, French for, filtering. Hold on. there's things filtering through. Ouija. Yeah, Ouija. Yeah, I'll take that. French for Ouija. Really, thanks so much for giving another sub. Holy shit. Ouija. Ouija board. Yes, G. Yeah. This isn't... you're not coming from a fucking no G stream. You're coming from a yes G stream. We're all yes G men. We don't say no. When offered a challenge, we say yes. And it's not for anybody but ourselves, and also Ouija the God, so that we too can once become as gods. Ouija the God. 2028. Vote for him. Cade, you're running for president in 2028. Who's your running mate? Go. It doesn't have to be me. I'm not. This isn't like a fucking test. Like I'm just curious. Cause I'd run with Jack. Jack and I would fucking make America metal again. Frickles would be pretty good. Here we go. Oh, come on! That felt so good. That one felt like it was gonna fucking happen. It's okay. You are my... Jack is VP to the VP? Okay, cool. Vice President? What does Adriana do? Like, nothing? Or we just, Well, no, we were talking about this. Oh, well, no. Because we were talking about, like, how it would work if, you know, you had, like, a video game where you could just add anybody you want and, like, see if the government just falls apart. And that was... The universe we were working in was that, I was president, so Adriana would have been first lady. Would you sell mama hat? Mama! Make America metal again. Mama hats. I love that. Obviously, Adriana does nothing. Listen, when Trump was in office, some of my favorite content of that entire administration was from the first lady. I'm not gonna lie to you. She was a fan favorite first lady in my opinion. I want to be the first gamer, yeah. First lady, first gamer, first nutter, first Mario, first commenter on a YouTube video, so that you can say first, right after somebody else just said something actually relevant to the video they just watched. Social media manager? I'm sorry. What are we about to run the fucking United States president, the POTUS? We're gonna run the POTUS Twitter like the fucking Wendy's Twitter? I mean, I'm about it. Like, I think that, you know, I don't have a lot of political, like, strong political beliefs, but I think if we want to be strong as a nation, we gotta have some fucking, like, roast beef flying back and forth on Twitter. At POTUS. First influencer. Chief of Staff of the Army. Yeah, I'm okay with it. Like, honestly, like, I'd be between Adriana or Sab for press secretary. Like, could you imagine just, like, Adriana or Sab? Like, probably Sab more like, because, like, she's not afraid to, like, just come out and just, like, slam a binder against the table and be like, all right, bitches, what do you want? Like, what do you want to know about President Conroy? Adriana would definitely be more of the, like, she's sweet on the outside, but don't fuck with her. That would get everything done. Yeah, well, like, yeah. Yeah, like, I think if I'm president, Sab Irene's my press secretary. Like, easy. No, oh, like, I would add Atsune Miku to my administration for sure. I mean, if she would be willing. Like, don't you need like a chief of science or whatever? It wasn't like Elon Musk that for Trump or something. That's where Atsune Miku would be on. Who would be? Yeah, I don't know who my chief of staff would be. Have to be somebody that does like all the things. Maybe Carlos. Maybe Insane in the Rain. Insane in the Rain Music would be my chief of staff. My first pick. You know, he doesn't have to agree to it. If I legitimately had to have like a fucking chief of influence or, you know, like social media, like district or wing of government, my first pick would be Jacob. Who's gonna be head of Department of Defense? I don't know, man. Chief of Gaming. That's Ouija the God. Ouija the God is my chief of gaming. Apparently, so we were talking about this on the last stream, and apparently there is a game where it's literally that, where you can just like fucking make it like an like American thing or whatever, and like see how well it would work. Alright, I gotta pay attention. Would be nice to have that fucking 14 green again, but I lost that because terrible Dark World movement. Man. Honestly, I should have just taken terrible Dark World movement over some other shit, because I think by the time I had done all of the damage I did, it was like, it felt like as bad as if I were to have died here. My first decree, abolish daylight savings. Like, in my like first 100 days or whatever, like number 1 is abolish daylight savings. That shit's gone. They passed that in the Senate today. Let's fucking go. Well, if I was president, it would have happened sooner. Just saying. Sign a petition to get rid of daylight savings. Fuck yes. Vote for me if daylight savings is gone. I'm telling you, man. I got a good line of things. French fries are always freedom fries now. I ain't seen no Frenchman make that shit. So, them's is freedom fries from now on. And then you just get to feel like a patriot every time you eat one of those nice carbohydrate fucking death bombs. Apparently it's unanimous too. Thank you. The third one is everyone has to dab. We have everyone dabs on March 10th, which is Mario Day. The fourth decree is Taco Bell in every city. All IV drip places also has to offer coffee straight to the veins. And then let's see. I'll figure it out. I think that's a solid first 50 days. What else? What's your questions, chat? Chat, you're my like my press. You're asking President Conroy what he's going to be doing now that he's been elected president. What do you ask? What do you mean Taco Bell doesn't sound very American? Have you been to Taco Bell? There's nothing remotely fucking like Mexican, Spanish, anything about that food. Any amendments to the Constitution? Let's see. Right to bear arms will be literally right to having bears with arms. You may have Banjo from Banjo and Kazooie to defend you. Abolish the Electoral College. Let's not get crazy. I'm assuming that if I got into office in the first time, it's because of the Electoral College. So, I mean, actually, no. I don't even know what I'd run as, man. I'm not really a Democrat. I'm not Republican, and independents don't win. So, I'd probably have to run as Democrat. So if I run as Democrat, I'm not winning because of the Electoral College. So okay, yeah, I'll do it. I'll abolish Electoral College. Will I eat my ass in the Oval Office every day? Be part of my routine. Run as anarchist. I just come out and I start reciting Anarchy in the UK by the Sex Pistols, and everybody's just like, ma'am, this is the United States. Man, this is a Wendy's. President Conroy, is it true? Not true. That's the one thing that I know for a fact that probably all presidents have to do is just like the second like somebody is just like tries to fact check you, you just, I mean, that depends. Never say yes to, is this true? I've never seen a single president commit to anything being true. I'm not going to be the first one. Can we free weed? Can we free weed? Is weed in jail? Save weed. I would allow weed to walk free. My opinion on foreign affairs, which ones? That's where America stands currently. I would take a much more Theodore Roosevelt approach of walk quietly with a big stick or whatever the fuck he said, rather than try to be America's world police all the time. To fix everything in all of these other countries when we're the ones who have problems here. To that white boy that's goated with the sauce. You are white boy that's goated with the sauce. I can't argue with that. I'm not going to say whether or not it's true, but I will say that currently I have no arguments. We can move forward. What did Dog doing? Dog is being cute. Dog is being cute right now. What would you do about guitar string tax? Depends on your line of work. If you don't play guitar professionally, then guitar strings should be unavailable to you and only available to me. Because I'm kind of a professional. Actually, well, technically, if I'm president, I probably have to give up. President, what's your view on busting it down sexual style? I definitely don't want to be opposed to busting it down in any way, as long as you know, you're not hurting anybody or causing any problems. I think we live in America, and you should be busting it down whatever the way you want to. Yeah, strict sanctions on the G string. Yeah. Can you imagine that? It's just like, do you have a? I see you're playing standard tuning with the G string. Do you have a permit for that? They're like, no, sorry, I'll tune it down. I'll tune it right down to F. Okay, I'm sorry. That's what I thought. Ah, so close. When will the largest pit of history in the world open ever? I mean, it's oh yeah, whatever. I'll fix that in a second. Fuck you, Mario. There we go. Oh, okay, never mind. Actually, I'm not seeing any lag if I grab that sideways. So that's kind of cool. Will you make covers from the Oval Office? Probably not. I feel like I can't even imagine like a busier job than being president. So it'd be tough. If I have time, I'll definitely do it. Will we have a national band? Yeah, it'll be Viper. Viper will be the official artist of the country. Full represent, you know, like when at my inauguration, I'm gonna have Viper sing the national anthem. Viper the band or Viper the rapper. How does it feel to not have hair, President Jules? What? Run subs be required? No. Run subs is a privilege, and we all must treat them like that. Dude, Viper doing the national anthem at Family Jules' inauguration as president is the timeline that I need. There's no question. Still would be better than Fergie, no cap. I mean, it would be different. some people might prefer Fergie, but if that would be wrong, you know what I mean? Sir Jules. Whoa, Sir Jules? What country are we in here? That's President Jules to you. Fuck, I have not been knighted. Yet. This little cretin. Deport gay Bowser. My fucking god. Legalize gay Bowser. That's where it's really gonna split. See, that's gonna be the topic that I never really give a clear answer on, and I just like leave it up to interpretation as to which way I swing on that. Literally, swing Bowser. Esports in the Olympics? Sure. Gay Bowser is a real person's name. You can search how many gay Bowsers in America or whatever. I hate this timeline. Mario can't just ever so slightly doesn't BLJ enough. Get through the door. Better pay for school music teachers? Only if they're good. Only if these school music teachers listen to like really cool bands, then they're allowed to have funding. But if they listen to like fucking like Imagine Dragons and shit, no, I'm sorry. I can't have that influence for people. Plays as a lesbian dragon in FF14. Fuck yeah. Is that gay Bowser adjacent? Jules, can you be my music teacher? I want to make dubstep. Yeah, I'll teach you how to make dubstep. Step 1, download Massive. Step 2, you're done. What's your stance on making cars register as an address so people can live in them without homes? Hold on. What is your stance on making cars register as an address so people can live in them without homes? I would need to read the literature on that. You need to buy Ableton. I mean, you can. An actual legit question, yeah. I'd need to see like what I really like. I don't know if this is how it is in other places, but when you vote on stuff in California for like bills and stuff or laws to be passed or things to move forward, it gives like a very detailed like, here's the pro to it, here's the con to it. You know what I mean? And it's just like, I think that's kind of cool. I'm sure it's still fucking biased as shit, but I think it's cool. It helps me feel better about making an informed decision about something I'm not informed on. Listen to Fate. No, I haven't heard any of the new Risk of Rain stuff. I love Risk of Rain music though. First band you are banning from playing again, and what band is required to get back together? I'm banning Blood on the Dance Floor and reuniting The Doors. We do have to call some necromancers, and that's fine. I honestly think like undead Doors with fucking Raymond Zarek and Jim Morrison as zombies will be fucking rad. So, yeah, make it happen. Good throws. We ended with a sub 20. It's not terrible. Yeah, the Goomba did almost get me. Yeah, like the good throws are there, man. Just like I said, man, one of these runs is just gonna be the one. One of these runs is just gonna be the one. Ugh, fucking Mario, am I right? Am I right, gamers? Fucking Mario 64. What's the tweet by Rihanna? Super fucking Mario. Let me see if I can. Super fucking Mario. Yeah, here it is. Rihanna. I think I've retweeted this, right? Yes, I have retweeted this. Rihanna says, super fucking Mario. she really fucking said that. This is the official Rihanna Twitter. On July 13th, 2014 at 2:26 p.m., Rihanna said, super fucking Mario. Retweeted by @POTUS. Yeah. I can't. What the fuck is whatever. Now people are just using it as a billboard for fucking tweets. All right. For those who are uninitiated. Oh, I'm already like halfway through it. Dude, it's buffering. I can't even take it.
Here's a little something for you busters. Yeah.
What? Why did it die? Oh, there we go. Yeah, here's a little something for you busters.
What's up with that? Y'all cowards don't
even smoke crack.
What's up
With that. Dude, you hear that fucking synth in the back doing those leads? Iconic.
Hey to you. Don't even smoke crack. Bitch, use a mark. Fool, motherfuck that hoe shit. Pass a G, that stem. I'm about to blaze up. Especially when it's after them. I change the game. Don't get it misunderstood. Hitting it out.
You go and die. I think I did. I'm doing a speed run right now because I want to go get my food. But this is, yeah. What is it? This is Viper. The drums are laid back. Isn't this a vibe though? Like it's certainly a vibe. You just have to accept it. So he's doing the national anthem for when I and he can also do "You Cowards Don't Even Smoke Crack," like right afterwards. That will bring the country in the right direction, like right off, like on a good foot. The other one is Cemetery. Yeah. All right, this shit's good. I want to do like a fucking super overproduced metal cover of this song. Yeah. I'll check that out right after. He does these fucking like Bigfoot walks. Like, dude, I love that. Music Jules love stream. Necronomicon. So good. Dude, like, this line goes so hard. Cigarette smoking, reading Necronomicon. Good shit. All right. So, like, you know, obviously a little bit silly in the beginning if you're just getting into it, but dude, once we get down here, this shit like actually kind of goes hard. MMORPG of music. It's bass boosted ear rape. That's not what this is. Fucking. All fucking cuts out there and then comes in. Anyway, yeah, Cemetery is good shit. Like my we're trying to like build like a studio to be able to like record like real acoustic drums and stuff, like and I want to get Zach out here and just like actually like test this out by doing like a fucking like full acoustic kit run through of this song, and then we just like recreate it like just way too overproduced, like, you know, which would definitely kill the vibe for sure. But like, that's, can I come play drums? Sure. I like like obviously it's like, you know, have you ever heard of Super Mario Bros. Overworld theme? No, I don't listen to that. That's like some fake shit. All right, so what is it? Blade? All right. Which one should I do? Be nice to me? Do we want to go down like super like popular stuff, or do we want to like kind of deep cut it? Obedient and Be Nice to Me are good starting. All right, I'll do Be Nice to Me.
So guess what?
What?
What? I don't know.
Oh Jesus. Okay. Is this a seizure warning? Was there a? Yeah, oh, okay. Here we go. Visual seizure warning, flashing lights. Okay, hold on. All right, let's do something else. Something that's not like that. Just for the sake of, you know, anybody here. Yeah. Obedient. You want to do? Let's do Obedient. Oh, dude, I fucking love this shit. Like, it's like 30. Is this 30 or 60 FPS? It's 50. Oh, weird. It's just such a Chad move to doggies. What are their names? Oh shit. Damn, this actually goes fucking hard. You know, hype shit, sick. Yeah, like I definitely get kind of like the weird vibe, but it's not like, it's not overbearing. It's almost just like, I feel like this actually does feel like kind of like a great intro to kind of like, Josh Jepson, thanks so much for the raid. Booba Kazuba. Hell yeah. Like, it's definitely kind of weird, but like, I think it's a good intro into this kind of world, you know? Welcome, Raiders. I hope Josh had a great stream. Lots of seizure warning stuff though. Like this like backing shit is great. Like this is produced insanely well. Like a lot of the time, especially like with hip hop rap, you can tell either you have like a producer who has no idea what the fuck they're doing, or like a rapper who has no idea what the fuck they're doing, and like they can kind of like hit a middle point, and it's sick. But every once in a while you get those two that like mesh, and then like, you know, even if the concept and even if the stuff is a little bit like, you know, like out there, it still just hits, you know. Yeah, like this like lead synth thing is like it's like lo-fi like chip thing is really cool. I've played around with stuff like that before and it's so fun. Banjo-Kazooie randomizer 1 after 10. Oh fuck yeah, I still gotta do a BK randomizer at some point. At some point. Alright, let me see how far away my food is. It is outside my door. So I think I'm going to go eat that. What I got, Spubby, eat free. Highway Patrol, Blade's verse on that. Okay, I'll check that out and that'll be it. Highway Patrol, Younglean. Okay. Younglean is a little bit Younglean is it's definitely in this universe, you know what I mean? I don't know how else to say it, but for like a you know, this is a genre that's just super for a vibe, you know what I mean? Like, but what I love about like this kind of style and just like a lot of these like artists and stuff that like you know, a lot of people might just be like, oh, this is fucking weird, this is like whatever, is like you have shit like the music video we just watched was like in 50 frames a second, like, you know, maybe just shot on like a cell phone or like shot on like whatever like they had, but like at the same time, like I saw a lot of shots that were like, you know, focus zooming and stuff. Yeah, it's super vibey, but it's super polished. I love that. Like, and it's so like interesting because like when I was on Do You Know Black People, I was talking about how I actually like missed out on so much hip hop and rap after mid 2000s, like just because like I felt like I found what did it for me very quickly. Like I was introduced to Gang Starr by Tony Hawk, and then I went down that rabbit hole. I'm like, this is better than anything that I've heard. And so then there was that, and then once I discovered like again from Tony Hawk, Del the Funky Homo Sapien, and then Deltron 3030, I started being like, holy shit, this is like a thing where it's just like, you know, getting, then that led to like Jedi Mind Tricks and stuff like that. Like I think it's been a world of just like overwhelming like vibe. So it's so cool to see that further, you know, down the road, because I'm so fucking immersed in metal and punk and rock and stuff. It's just cool. Yeah, that's the part that stood out for me. Fuck yeah. Still hits different. You know what, Lean song is fire as fuck when you love it after the second. Wait, what do you mean? Maybe it takes more. Lean's cool, but it's definitely acquired. A lot of this stuff is definitely acquired. Low resolution kind of echoes the ragged feeling we all have getting through it. Yeah, so true. Like that's honestly like why, like when I hear fucking shit like this, I'm like this, like it's like it's not the vibe that somebody wants, like that you're supposed to want out of music. But it's a fucking vibe, and it's not one that's used a lot, so it's like, why not? Yeah, it's sick. I love this shit, man. It's good stuff. You feel it. Like, I mean, and is that not what art is? Like a conversation about fucking, like a conversation from artist to listener or viewer about an emotion or lack thereof. You know, like that's like, I think so much of what the appreciation of art should be, like when it comes down to the conversation between an artist and the listener, because like obviously art should be an artist expressing themselves in some way or another, but like how that conversation happens when you release it and you publish that, like how is your message, how is your like style communicated to the listener? Oh damn, Jacob, thank you so much. Thank you so much for the raid. We're probably wrapping up, unfortunately. I'm sorry. I know it's like the worst thing. Coolest thing about artists like Cemetery is like they just do what they want. Yeah, and yeah, right. Yeah, and like no, like so like not many people are gonna fuck with this. That's one of my favorite lines. Is rock and affliction, true religion. Oh yeah, off them cancer sticks looking like a wait, what? Resuscit. A resurrector. Oh my god. Yeah. So one day you'll hear a overly produced version of this with me and my drummer. Yeah, exactly. And that's like you have to I feel like if you really want to like maximize your appreciation for art, you have to have a little bit of the stuff that's like the palate pleasers, you know what I mean? Like you have to like allow yourself to be okay with like, yeah, I fuck with some fucking One Direction. I don't, you know what I mean? And like, don't be apologetic for it. Thank you so much, Wizaron, for the 100. Yeah, like I like personally, like Lady Gaga is one of my favorite artists to ever exist. She's a genius. Like, and I'm not apologetic about that. Like, I think Lady Gaga is like absolutely amazing. And I know that some people don't like her, and some people who do like her and feel ashamed that they like her. That being said, you also need to have an open enough mind to be like, okay, this is something that might not be socially acceptable or like productionally acceptable, but I fuck with it, and be able to allow yourself to fuck with that. I think it's cool. There's a lot of different like kind of routes you can get. There's a lot of different feelings you can get from music, and if you just pigeonhole yourself into one, like, you know, it's not wrong. You're just cutting yourself off from as much as you can enjoy. Toxic. Oh yeah, Billie Eilish. I love Billie Eilish, and Britney Spears' "Toxic" is just iconic. That's just like "Toxic" is one of those songs that like I feel like you could write that in any fucking genre and it could slap. And that's what I think is like, that's what I think makes like an objectively, as close to an objectively good song ever. But yeah. All right. My food's getting cold. All right. I will get you guys later. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Thanks. I'll catch you later. Have a good night.